Recorded in the pits of Detroit, Michigan. Your ass is listening to Radio Underground. Shit.
Radio Underground, episode 50. 1 year. We've been doing this 1 full year. Brian, can you believe it?
No.
1 year we've been doing this.
Sorry, I was texting Chris.
With me, as always, is Brian.
Hi.
And this is Al.
Hey.
Sorry, I did the reverse thing.
Because you don't know where the mic's
I don't
pointed.
know how to do
It's the reverse mic.
That's Al.
Word to your mother.
On my ripped-up couch.
The older-looking one is the younger brother, and the younger-looking one is the older brother. That's how you know.
Yes.
Well, ladies, now you know how you got the face and the voice together.
Now you can
Bring it on.
Oh,
now
that's
you
a bigger
can,
screen.
Now
Oh
you
my
can
God,
truly
looks huge.
cream.
Now you can bring it
Are
on.
we on delay?
bitches.
We're on a delay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll probably have to go to...
The other screen.
well,
Yeah, that's a little bit of a delay.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is I can't monitor the chat, though.
Oh, good point.
So I have to ignore this and somehow just monitor the chat.
I can't look at the screen.
Yeah, you can put that back on small if you want. You can shrink that up a little.
You know, we'll monitor the OBS and then we'll monitor the chat with our phones.
Yeah, we can do that.
Just make sure if people say something. Actually, this is better. Look, boom.
Boom. Yeah.
There
You
you go.
only see one.
I figured it out.
There you go.
I'm smart.
I was replying to Chris's Facebook because Chris cut a chunk out of his finger or something,
What?
but he won't stop bleeding. I said, hurry up and stop bleeding so you can listen to our show. And someone said, super glue. I'm like, use a soldering iron
Yeah.
to,
I even moved the fucking mic the wrong. I'm like, "Ah!"
everything's reversed.
I'm not used to.
I have super glue in my toolbox. I super
Yeah.
glue shit.
Well, cause it sounds like he cut a hole into his finger.
Oh, well, that's not. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
You can't put a Band-Aid on a bullet hole. Yeah.
No. No.
So
You
1
can.
year we've been doing this.
One whole year.
I figured once we started, we would stop after 10 episodes. I
Yeah.
had no confidence we'd continue doing this at all.
No.
None.
No.
But we're here.
We're in for a long haul.
The long haul, baby.
Or maybe this year. Then we'll see.
Has nothing to do with I have nothing better to do.
No, I literally
not
have
that.
nothing.
And I
I have
know.
nothing better to do on Saturday nights. That's
know.
no joke. I literally have nothing better to do. But it's fun.
That's it. So we were going to talk about notable moments that happened this year. Stones Malone joined. By the way, that was his song we were playing.
Yes.
The Castlevania song. I forgot the name of it already.
Vampire.
So my brother-in-law, Stones Malone. I guess we could start off with him. When we actually he didn't do the very first episode, but Stones was like the first 10 or 12 episodes he did with us, or maybe 15.
He wasn't here for the first?
No, he came the second.
Oh, yeah.
Frank and Roxanne were here for the very first.
Oh, I forgot Roxanne was here.
Yeah.
And yet they're not back here for the 50th for the reunion.
She's addicted to the Witcher video game.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what's happening there.
The Witcher. It's a video game.
So,
The Witcher 3? Wild Hunt?
Yes.
Isn't it? That's like 5 years old.
And it's a TV show too, right? Or
Yeah, but that's based on the books.
I
not
guess
the
that was going to be my first point. We're talking about, you know how women are all creaming over Henry Cavill?
Yes.
Because he is a good-looking man. I will give you that.
He's a good-looking man.
But the thing is, I've thought and creamed of over Diane Lane, which she played his mom in Superman.
Yeah, she was Diane Lane. Oh, my God.
Diane Lane was hot.
From
Is hot.
The Outsiders, Cherry.
Diner.
What was her
Wasn't
kid?
she in Diner? That was the first thing I think I saw.
She was
her,
in Diner.
Not Lost
And then
Boys.
The Outsiders.
Outsiders. Why did it sound Lost?
Sherry Valance.
Sherry Valance.
That's
yeah.
Cherry Valance. That was her in Outsiders. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
So hot.
So was she was so hot, man.
And then she, cheated on Richard Gere in that movie, in 2000.
Oh, yeah. That was like one of her comeback movies.
But
But
still, dude, she was banging hot still.
dude.
She was 50.
Love her.
Banging hot now.
Yeah.
Diane Lane, Henry Cavill's mom, and Superman.
Still hot, even by then.
The one Superman movie he made, his mom was hot. They're doing that now with all these comic book characters who are supposed to be older women. They're making them younger women. Like, she played Martha Kent, Superman's mom. The new Spider-Man movies with Tom Holland, Marissa Tomei as Aunt May. It's like Marissa Tomei is like 50 years old and she's playing Aunt
she's
May.
like only a few years older than
She
me,
looks
man.
so good too.
Yeah. Like I was reading an article. They were showing like all these like celebrities without makeup. And, who looked amazing was Michelle Pfeiffer, man. She had no makeup on, and she was like 62 years old or something like that. She looked freaking amazing.
Her lips and her facial features,
her
she
bone
is so
structure
fucking
is
hot.
so amazing. Like I always forgot how like really good looking she is.
She is. She was in the last Ant-Man movie. She played...
Did she play Ant-Man's mom?
No, she played Wasp's mom. Michael Douglas's wife.
Oh, okay.
So what about it, crowd? Michelle Pfeiffer, for or against her?
I'm in it.
And then she was just in that Maleficent sequel. She played the evil queen.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for those of the people that are listening,
Oh yeah, I saw a commercial for that.
if you're going to be listening to this on podcast form tomorrow, please think about it that we are actually doing. This is going to be more video centric from now on, so it's not going to be as smooth because we're going to be answering people as they talk to us, our friends, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I got to look at my face, and this is distracting. I don't really want to do this, but I have to.
This is how
We need the ratings.
This is how we get ratings.
Yeah, we can't do it without it.
I'm going to go outside and smoke while
It
we're...
doesn't matter how hideous we are.
Yeah. Yeah. Or,
Hideous people seem to get more YouTube hits.
yeah, it is.
So
Yeah.
Chris asked what time we're going on.
We're on now, Chris.
I told him. But I think he's looking at the normal format. He wasn't paying attention.
So when I look at my face on the screen here, I just think of this.
Hey, fatty!
Thanks for sending me. Went right into the AIDS grave one. This is my other drop of myself.
Are you gay?
Me to my grave with AIDS. Thanks for sending me to my grave with AIDS. It played it automatically again. That's funny. That's not a soundboard. That's
my
why
buddy AJ, when we were talking about Diane Lane, said, wait, she was in The Outsiders? Oh, wait. I think I started a watch party by mistake.
How come I'm not seeing any of the comments?
Because I think I messed up. Instead of sharing it, I might have started a watch party.
No, don't do a watch party.
I don't know how to turn it off.
Tell them to go to the actual video chat. That's where I want them.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know how things work.
No, you don't. This is going to be a mess because this is our first video podcast. We've done stupid little stunts and stuff as a video, but we've never done our actual show. I can't get any of my sounds to work. This sucks. But it's okay.
Yeah, I swear I shared the link also, but I accidentally started a watch party.
We got 8 people watching.
Yeah, either one of them, Stones or Angelo.
Yeah.
They are? Are they in here? On yours?
We've got 8 people watching, and I don't know who.
Oh, it doesn't tell you who.
You,
I ain't watching it.
Matt, a couple people we went to high school with. Phil, hey, what's going on, Phil, if you're still watching?
Oh, Phil.
Tim Young, hey, what's going on, Tim?
Tim.
Kelly's
Hey,
here.
Tim. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
hey,
it's
Phil.
Phil.
It's a different Phil, not the Phil.
Phil.
The Phil.
It's Phil I grew up with, not Phil who does Discord.
Do
with
I know
us.
Phil?
Oh, okay.
Have I ever met this Phil?
Yeah, you have.
Okay.
Yeah, you've met Phil for sure.
Yeah.
So I guess we were talking about Cavill, and I think it's a good thing that I'm not as good looking as him because I would be a total asshole.
Oh, without a doubt.
I would have women like mailed to me in crates just because it could happen,
Yeah, it's...
and I'd have a compound. It would be like Epstein's compound, but it would be just me.
Can
They-
we...
and,
I would have,
Can we
I would
unwrap
have,
that a
like,
little bit? Can
and,
we,
you, and you guys would have to kill me to like stop me because I'd be so evil.
I need
if
to go
looked
back
like
to
him.
something. Why would you have them sent to you in crates?
Just because. Because I could do it.
Because you could?
Yeah, because they would willingly come to me in crates.
I would have
I mean,
I would have a shelving unit like right next to the door with the gift baskets to hand them as they leave.
the Derek Jeter gift baskets.
Yeah, Derek Jeter gift baskets.
Jeter was bad for that.
Dude,
He'd give them like this...
Dude, there was chicks that said that there was like $10,000 worth of stuff in those gift baskets.
Crazy.
And they had like personal rides home. Like he had a driver that drove them.
What would Cavill have in his gift baskets? What do you think?
I don't know.
I don't either. I was trying to think.
Pussy juice. I don't know.
Pussy. He is a handsome man. He's like...
He's a beautiful man. Talking about bone structures.
Yeah.
Very good.
He would have like his scent bottled up. And here's some Henry
It
Cavill
says
to
we
take
have
home
2
with you.
comments, but I'm not seeing them. Why is this?
Did you scroll down?
Henry Cavill is banging Gina Carano. He was.
Yeah. They haven't been together in a
I don't
while.
think they haven't been together in a while, but yeah, he definitely was,
Yeah,
and I definitely would if I were him.
She's single now
Yeah.
and waiting for me.
Yeah.
Now that we're doing the video, that she can watch this.
Gonna get that Gina
I
Carano.
live in my mom's basement.
Yeah.
Let me know.
I live,
Well,
ne-
you would
I
have-
live next door to my mom.
Yeah.
Let me know when you want to
So-
come over.
I live half a mile from my mom, so bam, I win.
Just let me know when you want to come over and check out the digs.
Yeah, you can check it out.
Yeah. So,
So yeah.
someone asked him a question too, because we talked about him being a part of the PC gamer master race,
Yeah.
and someone asked him, Harry Potter or Game of Thrones, and he instantly said Lord of the Rings. So he's a
Yeah.
nerd too,
Totally.
and it wasn't even one of the. He's like, I'm not going to answer your question. I'm going to give you my answer. Your choices suck. Lord of the Rings.
Absolutely.
That's what he said. He was a dick about it. No, he wasn't. He was actually a very nice man.
He's polite.
He's polite.
So before we got on here, we were watching ASMR videos,
We were.
and that's the videos of the women, mostly women, but there are some men, where
Ew.
they cut soap and talk sexy into the mic. And
I
do
don't
different-
think I'd want to watch a male ASMR video.
I did one,
You did.
and it's a highly rated video.
It actually, yeah. It's
And I had actual ASMR artists giving me compliments on my joke ASMR video.
yeah, yeah.
I was just,
serious?
and then I ended it with I started doing scratching and mixing on my mic, but I had my gain way up, so it was a lot louder than I'm talking now.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna get our foothold. Radio Underground is gonna get a foothold in the ASMR community.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it work.
We are going to be ASM artists.
I see us doing it.
That's what
We're
they're
gonna
called,
make it.
Alan. Just so you know, they're called ASM artists.
Oh,
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Jay? Hey, Holly, how you doing?
Jay who?
Morgan.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay.
So, again, to all none of you that will listen to the podcast version of this on your phone tomorrow, we're doing a Facebook Live, so we're not just talking random. We're actually interacting with our people because it's our 1 year anniversary 50th episode.
It's 2 milestones in one.
Yep, 2 for
1 year and the 50th. So there
great.
you go. Actually, technically, midnight is the anniversary, but
So you took 2 weeks off during the year or something?
no, actually, we took 3, and then we ended up doing the Thanksgiving show, which made up that extra week.
Oh yeah.
We did one without you
Yeah.
on a Wednesday
Right.
with Jay, and so yeah, we actually took 3 weeks off and
Well, you
made
gotta
up for it.
You gotta have vacation from work,
True.
Well, most podcasts they have a set they'll do we're doing 20 episodes this year, and they'll be like, that's our season. Like, what the fuck is that? Joe Rogan doesn't do that. Joe Rogan just has
Yeah.
episode 1093 or whatever.
I never understood the season thing at all.
Yeah.
And I started when we first were on Buzzsprout. I was like, okay.
You're a freaking
and I-
TV show or something?
Yeah, and I put season 1, and I was like, I started to realize, why would anyone do this? This is gay-tarded.
No, it sounds because it doesn't sound better if you do season 2, episode 10. It's like episode 1000.
And I looked up why people do it, and it's something to do with well, maybe they're one year they talk mostly about this or most no, it's
I guess
stupid.
if you're
maybe
doing
like Dan
one-
Carlin, maybe he could do it because it's like the Mongols.
he even didn't do that. He just does. He's like an episode 65. That's all he does. Episode 65, but he probably has 10,000 hours worth of stuff because he talks forever.
Who is this?
Dan Carlin's Hardcore History.
Oh, okay.
He does
Should
multi-part things about different parts of history. It's fantastic. It's my favorite.
Holly says, I'm joining the podcast one of these days. Dang it. Well, that's fine because
Yeah.
the fourth mic is usually open. We have people. Jay comes by every now and then.
Yeah.
Frank once in a great while. But yeah, when we first started this
yeah.
project, we had Matt, Frank, me, and Brian. We did that for about 12, 15 episodes or
I
something.
think so, yeah.
And then Kate had a baby. So Matt was gone, and he's got his own projects and stuff,
Yeah.
so he can't do it as
So
often. And
Matt found an excuse not to do it anymore.
Frank had to go play Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
So he couldn't. be
It really
here now.
was like Mortal Kombat. He's like, Mortal Kombat's coming out next week.
Yeah, I can't be
And we
there.
didn't see him.
He just vanished. Never saw Frank again.
But you got to give credit where it's due. because if it wasn't for Frank, we wouldn't be doing this.
They'll separate it into seasons so they can have breaks in between episodes. It's still dumb, AJ.
Stupid.
Yeah.
But
It's gay-tarded.
Yeah. Didn't they call him A gay?
no,
We are now.
Or Gay J?
Gay J.
That's what his mom called
his
him
mom
that.
called him Gay J.
Okay.
Because when he was really little, he liked Broadway. Frank. Without Frank, we wouldn't have the show.
See, here you guys. No, absolutely. I have to give
Frank pushed you.
Frank, give props to Frank. I was actually going to hope he would come in here and I could talk to him.
Yeah, you won't.
But he finally, I kept going like, Frank, I'm going to do this podcast. I'm going to do it. Finally, one day, he's like, just do it. Shut the fuck up. Do it or don't. And he kind of pushed me and made me do it. And then he quits.
He did quit.
But seriously,
Well, Mortal Kombat.
Well, he was just the inspiration, the inspirato for the show.
I got to give Frank credit, though, man. He was a big part of this. He was the one that talked me into doing it.
Yeah.
So, Frank, in a rare moment of seriousness, I do love Frank to death. He's one of my best friends. I love the guy to death.
Now, though, you just inflated his ego. Now
But I will go back to screaming at him if he's ever around me.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah.
Now he's going to show up and talk smack. Because you just boasted his ego. You just boosted him up.
Get Gay J on the podcast. Gay J, do you live anywhere near here?
No.
No?
No.
Does Gay J have a Discord account? If you have a Discord account, I can get you on right now if you want.
Mm-hmm.
I got a Discord. I can put you through and you can talk. And we can make fun of you.
From here, he lives far.
At least 40, 45 minutes.
Oh,
Okay. But yeah, we can...
he's
but
not Canadian, is he?
No, the other way.
Speaking of Canadians,
Speaking
I just want to say rest in peace to the greatest drummer who ever graced the world,
Yeah.
Neil Peart. I mean, there's a lot of great drummers out there, but that guy, when he felt like he wanted to try something different, the guy took drumming lessons in his 50s.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to learn different styles of drumming,
Yeah.
was still going to drum masters and learning how to drum differently. And
We can all get better.
He was an incredible writer too. I mean, he wrote
Yep.
he wrote lyrics that he basically wrote nerd rock.
He did.
He did.
He was their main
Well, they
writer.
didn't like Alex Lifeson and Geddy Lee didn't like writing music. They didn't like writing lyrics.
No.
They wanted to write music, and so they're like, here. In fact, the original drummer was given that job, and I just read this that he was given that job, and when they came to do the first album, he showed up and he wrote 6 songs and said, yeah, I didn't like any of them, so I threw everything away. So they had to throw all these songs together in a couple days because they were ready to record their first album. So,
I heard Rush's drummer, the original drummer, they didn't kick him out because he couldn't hang.
No.
He had major health problems.
he had diabetes, but he was also a heavy drinker. And they said that
No, we're talking about him, not me.
John Rutsey is his name. Yeah. He passed away about 10 years ago, but he had diabetes. He did have health problems. He also wasn't big on the touring thing because they had already toured some, and he did not dig the touring thing. So it was like a mutual respect. But he became a bodybuilder, an amateur bodybuilder.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Alex Lifeson still remained in touch with them for years afterward.
So after that, they kind of stumbled upon that Neil Peart guy.
Yeah.
Semi-decent talent.
Geddy Lee and him got along really well, but Alex Lifeson really wasn't that impressed because he showed up with trash cans. That was how he kept his drum kit. He kept them in trash cans.
Who do I think is the greatest living drummer, Jay? Probably Dave Lombardo. Now that Neil Peart's dead,
Yeah.
Dave Lombardo from Slayer.
Yeah.
And Dave Lombardo isn't just a thrasher. He does fusion jazz. He can do anything.
Yeah, right.
Dave can do anything there is.
He's another one of those too that goes back to that's the big thing. It's these guys they didn't focus on one style. They had a love of. I mean, Neil Peart really he recognized himself as a drummer, but he really recognized himself as a percussionist. And every aspect of it, because the guy. I mean, if just go and Google Neil Peart and his drum kits. They're insane.
184-piece kit.
Yeah, I mean, just
it wasn't
insane.
that. It was an exaggeration.
But it was a lot. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, he had a full 360-degree drum kit.
It was insane.
And, I mean, I saw him live, and I saw the riser and how it lifted up, and he would spin around and work he had electronic drums at the back, because some songs, when they started messing with a lot of the electronics and stuff, he did certain songs, he didn't even use regular drums. He just used the electronics drums, and and different percussion.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, he was a very huge influence to people in a lot of different genres of music, and they'll all admit to it.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. He was phenomenal.
He was No matter what Ben says, he was still the best.
What?
Okay,
Ben
AJ has
name.
a Discord account. Okay, AJ, here I'm going to share my Discord account with you. You guys keep talking about Neil Peart and everything. I'm going to
Neil Peart. We posted something, and Ben disagreed that he was the best.
No, he said what?
Nico
Oh,
McBrain.
please.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Please,
I know.
Nico McBrain. Well, I know he's a big Maiden fan, but please.
Yeah, that's like me saying because I like I like 80s rock. The drummer from Aha is the best drummer. Your personal preference doesn't mean.
I'm not saying he's a bad drummer, but the guy's nowhere near he's not as gifted. That's like my buddy John he always bragged about Dave Holland from Judas Priest. Oh, he sounded like he was playing double bass and he only played single bass. I'm like, really? Because I don't ever remember hearing the drums significally in their songs.
The drums weren't featured in
Judas
Priest songs.
Yeah, dun, 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 dun. Guitars. That's what I heard.
We're not slighting
All right,
McBrain. He's a
nothing
great
against Nico. He's a good drummer, but he's
not Neil Peart.
Definitely not even remotely close to it.
That's why I waited
good
till we were
for-
live to do that, because I don't want to do it and get into an argument on Facebook, because then he could say something back. We have the floor. We control everything. We are right.
He's a really good drummer, and he serves Iron Maiden very well.
Mm-hmm.
So, but no,
He's a trooper.
I mean, well, Clive Burr was the original drummer.
Yeah.
He was pretty good too.
No, they're all good drummers. It's just you can't be a bad drummer and be in a band, really.
No, and I mean, like, there's certain there's a lot of drummers that really, like, the bands they were in. Well, actually, dude, you don't have to be much of a drummer to be an AC/DC drummer.
You still have to hold the beat. You have to have the tempo.
Yeah, if you can hold a steady rock beat, you can be the drummer of AC/DC.
I mean, that's true for any band.
Nobody, there is no significant drumming involved in an AC/DC song. None of their songs,
There's
None that I can think of.
There's people that think that Ringo is the best drummer ever because he was like a human metronome. He could keep the time. He could do everything. He wasn't the most technical guy. He wasn't all over the place. He could drum. Ringo's a good drummer.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to keep the beat. And
to me,
especially in a touring band, you have to have. You can't just be a shit drummer. You can't just be.
Yeah, I mean, like people talk. I mean, like John Bonham.
But Neil Peart was the best.
John Bonham, great drummer. Keith Moon, great drummer.
Yeah.
But really, Keith Moon was more about antics. But he was a great drummer, though, too.
Yeah.
He was a great drummer because, like, some of the early Who stuff is like, I mean, some of the real early Who stuff, like the obscure stuff you listen to. It had to. I know when people. I didn't believe this until years later, but there was a lot of punk bands that said that, like, the Who and the Kinks were what they listened to.
Oh yeah,
and the Kinks I got right away. But when I started listening to some of the Who stuff that I had never heard before, real early stuff, I was like, holy crap! I could hear it, like the bass, and the drums, like the rhythms. They were a great rhythm section.
Yeah,
and that to me, like that's and that's how I look at it. Like a really good bass player and a really good drummer will always. I mean, you can have the greatest guitar player. It don't matter if you don't have a good rhythm section. Your band's going to be whatever. Not that great.
Okay, I just shared our Discord at the bottom of our chat here. AJ, click the chat. join our group, and I'll add you
Yeah.
if you want to.
I'm glad we got a
But
technical support here
The
because I wouldn't know what to do.
closing arguments, Neil Peart was the best.
I agree.
Rest in peace.
And Nico is a good heavy metal drummer, but not great,
Right.
in my opinion.
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Steve Harris is a great bass player, though.
Yes.
He's above average.
Just want
I
Ben.
think Nico is an average drummer for metal.
I just want Ben to know that Mike said Nico was average. I didn't. So you can
I would
argue
go-
argue with him.
I would go with average.
Yeah.
I didn't say either. That was those two.
Yeah.
I don't want to argue with Ben.
And, as long as you can hold a beat, you can play drums for AC/DC.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, so we're down to 2. We're down to 3 viewers because
All
we're
right.
talking about. But yeah,
We're
so
rocking.
I shared our Discord, so if somebody wants to get on here, they can. Because our regular Discord guys, amazingly, are not wanting to be on. I don't get it.
None of them?
I thought for sure one of them would want to do it, but I guess not.
I know Philip said he had a lot of hockey games coming up.
No, he had like
6
double
and 5
headers,
days
and he's fucking old and shit, and he's still trying to do that.
and then what's his name? Hoge is never around anymore.
No,
And then I can't think of the other guy's name.
I'm learning
Coconuts.
I'm learning
yeah.
how to play a song
Coconuts,
for
yeah.
Phil. I'm learning how to play a song for him, and then
Is it Dahmer?
Once I learn how to play it, I'm gonna come in and do it on the podcast for him. So, but I'm not gonna tell him what it is yet. And he's not in here today listening.
It's
so
it's
he-
Dahmer.
It's something. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So, did anybody click on the Discord yet?
no,
Okay.
no, they haven't. Nobody's clicked.
We got into this a little bit on the Discord chat we had the other day, but what happened to Del Taco?
Oh, okay.
Would they close?
No. Personal thing that happened at Del Taco.
So-
What happened at Del Taco? I thought you said what happened to Del Taco.
no, I know.
No.
Mike had a personal experience there.
So I'm at Del Taco, as happens when you're fat.
Yeah.
You
Del
go to
Taco's
Del Taco.
pretty good.
It's really good. It's tasty.
I like the meat better than Taco Bell.
They did supposedly give my parents food poisoning,
Oh, no.
but I've never had a problem. So I'm still going. Until I get food poisoning, I'm never going to stop.
Oh, that makes sense.
But I went there, and I'm standing in line, and there's this strange-looking man with a crown balding, but he was young, but he had the crown balding, even though he's probably only like 30.
Yeah.
Bummer.
And he just randomly looks at me, and he goes, I just can't have one gun. He's going on about guns, like randomly. I didn't even ask him like anything, and he showed me his, I think it was like a little, like a 380 or something, a little pistol. Mm-hmm. And
this
he's
was
like,
in the
he
line
goes,
at
and when
Del Taco.
yeah, just randomly, because he was talking to the girl about the guns, and I didn't even know he was talking to her about guns, and then he randomly talks about me. I'm a big Second Amendment guy. I'm not an anti-gun person, but just to randomly say that, and then he's going on, he goes, when I go to the gun store, I got to buy at least 4. You can't get one. And I'm like, dude, this motherfucker's going to shoot this place up. I'm starting to think, like, and I don't have a gun to stop him. You know, I don't- like,
Hey, like your mom said, have a gun New Year.
yeah, that was another thing. And my mom sent me a message, and I'll read it again. She's like, I'm wishing you a gun-filled anniversary show tonight.
That's what it was, a gun-filled.
Gun-filled.
I was like, oh my
anniversary.
god.
A gun-filled anniversary.
So, like you said, you're not a big, you are a big Second Amendment guy. And,
But I was really uncomfortable.
but yeah, he's the
You
type of
should
guy,
be.
like, he'd be like, maybe this is one of those guys that shouldn't.
Yeah, maybe this guy is why I'm not so against regulation.
I'm a big Second Amendment guy too, but yeah, that right there would have made me very nervous.
Yeah.
And then Gwen Stefani's song came on, "Keep on Dancing,"
Yeah.
and he just was like, Gwen Stefani is so fucking sexy. He just, and I haven't when you use
Dude,
that.
I would have totally left. Actually,
Yeah.
I probably would have stayed
And
because
the-
I want to know what he's going to do.
And then he's got his little station. Like you can tell, he's like a regular. He goes he goes to his part of Del Taco where there's a plug. Plugs his laptop in. He's just oh my god. Dude.
It's like his own personal Starbucks.
And that term "sexy," like I can't see myself saying that to a
She's
woman.
so sexy.
Like I say, you look great, or you're hot, or something. I wouldn't be like, she's so fucking sexy. Seems like some 1982,
Oh wow.
Anyway, he didn't shoot anybody.
She's a foxy
that
broad,
you know of.
man.
She's a foxy dame, a damsel.
She's a foxy broad, man.
So he may not have shot somebody at Del Taco. You know what he did later in the day.
No.
Skinned some teenagers.
So I did ask the question. I didn't get an answer, but what's good to eat at Del Taco?
What? You've never ate there?
I've had. It's been forever.
I like the chicken avocado burrito. It's a big, about a half pounder or a pounder. I think it's like.
It's actually got the avocado in it.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good.
I used to get these breakfast tacos there that were good. I don't know if they still have them anymore.
I used to
They
get
had, like,
the.
bits of bacon in them and cheese.
They used to have
They
like
were
the
a
street
tortilla.
tacos. I had some of those once.
They have a kind of a double decker taco sit thing. It's like I think it's like a queso taco.
Oh,
They're really good. I eat those.
does it have Reaper sauce on it?
Like
No.
me though, like I always
I'm mad about that.
The one thing
Me
I
too.
always got when I'd go to Del Taco, and the reason I did this was because of they have green sauce with it. Was the bean burrito, and the bean burritos there were actually like it wasn't like that mushy like processed whatever.
It was actually like actual
yeah, there was
refried
beans in it too. There was actual beans. You know, some of them were smashed up, but you know, and like, but it was like actual beans, and then you could get green sauce.
Yeah.
Okay, we added AJ. He is part of the OG, meaning I can do a talk with him if he. When we come back from a break, we'll get AJ on here. So
Yeah.
or a gay,
KJ.
Gay
gay. I keep
Gay,
messing it
gay.
up
because I messed up the first
because
time.
I'm M gay.
He's Gay J.
So it's a gay J is here.
Yeah.
And I'm just gay.
We used to
Yeah.
go to Del Taco all the time when I was working at Clawson, but after I left there wasn't any in close proximity to where I worked, so I stopped going. And the last time I went, all I got was like cheap tacos because they're like 59 cents or some shit.
Eh.
And I just got those because I was cheap.
I'm not a big fan of their sauces there.
Del Inferno's good.
I've never really had.
Is that the hot one? Is Del Inferno?
Yeah.
The mild
Yeah.
one sucks. It tastes like crap.
Yeah.
Where like at Taco Bell, I like the flavor of the mild the best, but I like most of them.
Do you like the Diablo?
Wait, which one's the hottest one?
Diablo.
That's the one. Okay, that's hot. That's good.
Yeah.
It's not super hot, but no, me and Mike were both distraught the other day because I only got to have them once before this. They have the Reaper sauce at Taco Bell on the new double stack tacos. Mm-hmm. And it's so popular that they're running out, and they decided to end the promotion early. So it was like 8 days of Reaper tacos. And I went to 3 separate Taco Bells to get them again. And
So the commercial that I watched today for the new double taco thing.
On the way you say today, you know, like a note.
like he's like a boy, he's singing a Boys to Men song about Taco Bell today.
so I can't get that no
Motown Philly.
more. Doing that little.
It's like Boys to Men with Mariah Carey singing about Taco Bell.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So yeah, you saw the commercial, and they have the nacho, the chipotle, and the Reaper.
Yeah.
The Reaper has been
Oh, son of.
it's super popular. They can't keep the sauce.
They
Because
can't
I
even
was
up
going to
Reaper-
go.
Reaper
That's
juice.
what I wanted. I was
Yeah,
going to go
Reaper
there.
juice.
Like if it wouldn't have been raining all day, my plan was I was going to go get a haircut.
Yeah.
And then when I got my haircut, I was going to go back. I was going to stop at Taco Bell, get a nacho and a Reaper taco and a medium Pepsi.
I've been told to bypass the chipotle one.
Yeah, it
him.
wasn't any good. It sucked.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
okay,
nacho was
Chipotle-
good, and the Reaper was the best, but they discontinued it because they ran out of Reaper
Juice.
Melissa's here, and so is Craig. What's up, guys?
What's up?
And what do you guys,
and they're only-
what do you guys
that-
think of my decal right
That's
here at the
like
Radio Underground?
Is
That's
that like
awesome.
two
Designed
girls?
by Stones Malone,
Is that
by
two
the way.
girls now listening?
3.
Oh,
Kelly. was the
Kelly's
other.
are too.
Whoa!
But they're only
See, I'm
$1.
glad we went to video.
Those
They got to
tacos
see
are only
us
$1
and-
too, Alan. That's the best.
Yeah,
thing.
that's what I'm saying. I was like, I just wanted to go in and get one of each taco.
See, I don't like lettuce on my tacos anyways, but the first time I got them, they put lettuce on it. I'm like, whatever. But they put lettuce on it, only put a little bit of the Reaper sauce. So I want to taste the Reaper sauce without the lettuce sullying it, you know?
Yeah.
So I got a minus lettuce, and they put extra Reaper sauce on it at that point. It was delicious. My teeth were actually tingling.
It's good.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, I was so distraught when they discontinued that.
Yeah, I got it from a really reliable source.
See,
There was a
when
dude
you're fat
standing
guy
there.
and they discontinue things
Yeah,
you love at
yeah.
at fast food restaurants.
What would a drug addict say if they discontinued Smack?
Yeah, right.
They'd be
They
pretty
don't make
bummed out.
crack anymore.
Yeah.
We just announced that we are no longer making heroin.
Yeah,
Well, that'd be
we're out of
so
crack
good.
juice. You don't get it anymore.
There's no bleach left on the shelves. How are we going to make crack?
Yeah. I mean, it's like a cigarette smoker. Yeah, we just discontinued cigarettes completely. Dude, this country would go freaking ape shit.
That would be a war.
No more beer. We just don't have it
beer
anymore.
Beer and smokes. I mean,
we're out of it.
But I forgot what I was going to say now.
Can't keep it in stock.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah. So I got it from a reliable source that, they were discontinued the Reaper taco early. There was this dude standing in line by me at Taco Bell who told me that he heard.
He's your reliable source.
He's my reliable source.
was he talking about guns too?
No, he was talking about guns. He had like a balding right here, like a cradle. No. Oh.
I like when I posted that, Mike was like, I was just in Del Taco. I didn't catch the joke. I was just in Del Taco.
Yeah. Oh, like coconuts?
Like it was him.
That was coconuts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this guy told me that's what he heard. But like I said, that was the third Taco Bell I went to because there's so many in close proximity to our houses that I went to one. They're like, no, we don't have that anymore. I went to the next one. Like, no, we don't have that anymore. And then the third one had it. I'm like, do you have the Reaper tacos? Like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there is quite a few of them in there.
I went to the one closest to here. I went to the one by the new Kroger. And then I went to one at by Dad's work, Martin and Harper. There's one at 13 in Little Mac now.
Oh.
By Meyer and Kroger and stuff, by Pearl City.
Oh, yeah.
That one didn't have it either, but the one closest to Dad's work had it.
And then there's one in 12 and
I didn't go to that one. He told me they were out of it.
All this food talk, I swear.
Hey, Fatty!
He went to
Thanks for sending.
Hey, Fatty!
Thanks for sending me to my grave with AIDS.
He went to the one the night before and they didn't have it, so I knew that one didn't have it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
And then you got one down by 10 Mile.
I don't like that one. I've always had issues anytime I ever went to that one,
Oh, okay.
so I just stopped trying.
You know, guys, I feel like
There's only 5 Taco Bells within 5 minutes of here. What am I supposed to do?
I feel like an idiot. You know why?
Why?
Because this
You
other
didn't hit
program,
record?
I could have still just. God, I'm stupid. We don't have to broadcast with the thing. We can still use the soundboard.
Oh, I just saw you were like,
Hey, next time, man.
I was like,
I saw you were swirling around that record there, and I'm like, what, did you forget to hit
see, 'cause
record?
here it is now, you know.
Hey, Fatty!
Didn't work. There he goes.
Hey, Fatty!
There we go.
We're working out the bugs.
We got to work out the bugs here. And then here's Phil saying, of course it is. I have.
Of course I have.
That was the porn theater one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we
Phil,
got.
you been to a porn theater? Of course I
I
have.
Why should someone be gay?
That's what I thought of when the one guy commented on the ASMR video that you did, and his name is like Gazio Grauli or something. I thought he sounded like that guy. He's probably asking, why are you gay?
Why are you gay?
Why are you
When
gay?
did you do this? When did you become an ASM artist?
Oh, you did that a few months ago, right?
I decided that I would be better suited for some ASMR, and
Yeah.
I could show you a little sample.
Yeah.
if you'd
I'm
like to see
gonna.
it.
I'm.
It was just a minute-long video.
We'll do a little bit of it. Hold on a second.
I
here.
just I thought it would make a good, quick clip, so I added my own artwork to it. And,
you did a really good job.
yeah. It was-
So it is right my channel, and it would be clips. When is it doing that? Yeah, but anyway, yeah. Here's me. Brian did a real nice job with the.
the thumbnail.
So we're going to switch off the camera for a minute, and we're going to go to window capture, and
We're going to capture a window.
Yeah, I really
YouTube.
need to learn how to do this computer stuff.
Here.
Even this, I'd have to
There
figure
it
out.
is.
That's a
And
Mac.
everybody can see it. So here. Hello. I just wanted to let you guys know how special you all are. And tonight, I think I'm pretty good. At 10 o'clock Eastern Time, we're going to have a great show for you. We've got Chuck from Hillbilly Havoc coming in, as well as Phil from Utah. We're going to be talking about various pleasures,
My favorite part's coming
dick
up.
hole pleasures, and various degenerate things. And I just wanted to let you know how special you all are to us.
Here it comes.
And we're going to have a great show. Listen to us.
That's my favorite part. Where he's like
He was
scratching it like a
it.
record.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
That was very good.
Yep.
I thought that was pretty good by me, personally.
I thought it had all the
But yeah,
makings
but-
of a hit video.
I think you have a career in ASMR.
I think I can do that for a living. I really do.
Yeah.
I think I have a shot. I think I have a shot at it. And
Watch out, all you hot chicks with
Yeah.
beautiful racks
I'm coming
that
to-
are showing me
I'm coming-
lingerie on your ASMR.
Watch out, Little Clover whispers.
Yeah, here comes no more Little Clover.
cut a promo on him. Little Clover whispers, Daria Lovshkina, I'm coming for you. I'm going to take you down. I'm going to be the #1 ASMR artist on YouTube. Me, right here. And that'll be like my, you know how bands like Mike Patton did Faith No More to fund Mr. Bungle?
Yeah.
I'm really doing ASMR to fund this. It's like, I'm going to do a little ASMR to get some money for us, guys.
Yeah.
We're going to be all right.
Yeah.
We're going to get some funding for this fucking shit.
Autonomous sensory meridian response.
Yeah, and now
The M's the one I always forget.
it's just cool that I can play clips
Meridian?
now.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't make it up. They did.
Huh.
The man did. The man. But, yeah, those are interesting fast food stories for the week.
Yeah. Oh, A gay or gay J.
KJ.
The reason you can't hear us is we're not doing the voice chat through. We're not on the Discord yet doing the voice. That's why you can't hear it. You can only hear it if you're on the. If you go to Facebook, you got to do the Facebook for now. We'll turn it on after our break,
Yeah.
and so
What was I going to say? Oh, so yeah, last night I got bored and I was going through some of the old videos and refining them and optimizing them and stuff. And I don't know if you noticed, but I changed the artwork to the Stuttering John roast and stuff.
oh yeah, I
like that.
saw it. You did some nice.
I did some stuff to
Nice
that
stuff.
but I got bored, so I was like, I'll just optimize some of these, see if we can get some extra hits and stuff. And I started thinking about the roast we did for Who Are These Podcasts, where we roasted Stuttering John.
Yeah, that is a notable moment for us.
Yeah, because we actually got some play from that a little bit.
Yeah.
Not as much as,
Yeah.
like Kate advertising us,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, Carl from Who Are These Podcasts is a very popular podcast. He's starting to get like real big.
yeah.
Like everybody's like inviting him. He's doing like Jim Norton and shit now.
Yep.
And he retweeted my roast of Stuttering. We did a good
Yes,
roast. And
yeah.
He retweeted it, and I thought, cool. That we're off to the races now. Radio Underground, we're gonna make it. I thought we were gonna we're gonna do all right. And I'm not talking about for a living, but I thought we would get
This
some more.
is it.
We're on the map. It only got us like 60 extra listens or something.
But then when Kate did it and shared the episode that she was on for like 10 minutes,
Yeah.
we got an extra few hundred hits.
Yeah, my younger sister, when she did it, we got a way bigger boost from her. Like
Yeah.
almost 200.
Oh, she
listens.
was on the show.
She came
For
on
a few minutes,
She
yeah.
came in for a few minutes when to get Matt. She came in with Matthew, and then her Twitter followers, because she has like 7,000 Twitter followers, all
yeah.
listen to that shit.
Yeah, she's very
I'm
popular
like,
on Twitter.
why don't you come over more often, Kate? Help my show.
I
out.
thought it was somebody who's like basically semi-nationally known podcaster had less clout than your sister.
Yeah. Well, in terms of helping us, for sure.
Yeah. It was pretty cool.
It was. I did enjoy it rather much.
That was a fun episode. The little 15-minute Stuttering John roast.
Yeah, so we're kind of going, guys. For those of you that just joined, we're doing notable moments of our podcast. At midnight, we'll have been doing this for 1 year,
1 full year.
and this is a very important show for us. And it's episode 50, so it's 2 milestones in 1. And we're just going over our notable moments, and
I guess we just took care of 2 of them right there.
then the world. Wes Watson's fans attacked us. We can talk about Wes for a minute.
That one's another one I optimized a couple weeks ago. I changed the picture, did some stuff, changed the tags, and it's still climbing, man. That one and Taylor Swift versus Tool, one of those is going to be our first 1,000-view video. Sometime soon, too, like in the next few days.
Yeah, it's going to crack.
One of those is going to crack 1,000, which for most podcasts be like 1,000 ain't shit, but
And-
we're us though, and that's the way it is.
And for those of you who don't know, Wes Watson is a ex-Aryan Brotherhood a white prisoner that was in the California state penal system.
No, man, he's a Peckerwood.
Yeah, and his fans got mad at us and said we misquoted him, and then we saying he was Aryan Brotherhood, and he's not Aryan Brotherhood. He's a Peckerwood, even though in every video he did, he said, "I'm with the brand."
He claims he's Brotherhood. Yeah.
And I like the guy. I actually like his videos, but his fans got defensive and started coming at us. So, guys, Wes doesn't need you to fucking defend him. He can handle himself, and I like Wes.
Yeah.
So fuck you.
Which means he's describe Peckerwood.
Because I mean, if
it's the second. Go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry.
If I called somebody a Peckerwood, that means I'm calling him a dork or a tool. Or...
In prison, it means something different, apparently.
Well, a Peckerwood is like it's a white gang that's not as dangerous or scary as the Aryan Brotherhood.
Yeah.
And a Peckerwood is also a slur for white guys in general.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So they kept on saying he was that, but
Yeah,
we
the brothers call you a Peckerwood.
We went back over the video we watched of him,
mad at
and he specifically said the Brotherhood is the brand.
He said the brand. He said it multiple times. Anyway,
multiple times.
And his fans, who are just dorks, are trying to act like I don't know what's up with prison. I don't, but I know what he said.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry I'm not cool enough to have been to prison like Al over here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm strictly, OCJ, man. I didn't even get to the prison.
Yeah.
How was it out in the yard, dog? You have to shift somebody?
Hey, man.
He went to some nice park.
Yeah, I get to work out.
He had to work at a park all summer.
I gotta...
What you looking at, white
But
boy?
the Wes Watson fans actually gave us a lot of play, though, and that video got helped by that a little bit.
Yeah, and there were people that liked what we said, but he had some of his fans were a little bit chippy with us. They got a little bitchy,
especially that Ryan 4321.
Yeah.
Fuck
yeah, man.
dude.
Then you made fun of his video about building something tight.
Build something tight.
We made fun of his video back. Like, fuck you, Ryan. Look at the shit you make.
He built some kind of cart to haul the top to his Jeep back and forth.
Coconuts is here. All right.
Oh, hey, Coconuts. And he trying to make a funny video about building this basically like this shit ass cart that he put his Jeep top on.
Yeah, but it was tight.
Yeah, he was making fun of our viewer count and our views and stuff because he had almost 1 million views. But
tell him to come to Roseville and we'll show him how it's done.
Well, he looks like he's from the hood in L.A. and stuff.
Yeah, well, tell him to get over here, man.
But
we'll show him how it's done.
It was so we ripped on him. We ripped on him a little bit.
Step fool,
and then he kind of backed off because
he realized he was gonna lose.
Well, he wasn't going to lose.
I realized my behavior's worse now that I haven't been drinking, and my behavior's getting worse. Thought it would improve. Because I'm not tired all the time.
Yeah. One thing you're not doing is, I never noticed it, but you always claim to slur your words.
Oh, I slurred really bad. Especially
okay, good. You said it, not me, but yeah, you did.
I'd be like, thanks for sending me to my grave with AIDS. Like, even that when I was saying it, you could tell that I'm fucked up. Look right here. This is a drop of me losing my shit. Here's me drunk. No, wrong one. Thanks for sending me to my grave with AIDS. Thanks for sending me to my grave. This thing's so fucked with up. AIDS. With AIDS.
AIDS.
I was dead serious there. I meant it too. Whatever I was saying, God knows what, I meant it.
Totally meant it. What was another one? You brought up one. A lot of these are things that you sent me, but they're good. They were good points. But one of the big ones that I thought you were actually going to get some traction from was when you talked about your hero Tucker Gott.
Oh yeah, Tucker Gott. That was another drunken rant of mine where I unnecessarily skewered someone.
And then the next week all of a sudden we're huge fans.
Yeah, there's this guy. He's got a paramotor glider. And he goes across like the Salt Flats, and he goes all over the West, and goes in crazy places. It's just not a lawnmower, but like a small dirt bike motor, or even less.
Yeah, what's the boats that he used to go to the bayou? Like airboats? They have the big fan on the back.
Mm-hmm. What do they call it? A two-cycle, like a little shitty little two-cycle motor.
Yeah, I mean, basically,
snowblower motor.
It's basically all of them are the same. They're all
he's flying at 12,000 feet with a snowblower motor.
And-
and a fucking a parachute.
Yeah.
And I started like, dude, you were gonna get killed. And then he had part of it duct taped.
Yeah.
Remember that, Brian?
One of the seals. He didn't get the seal in time, so he just duct taped it.
And I'm like, this guy's gonna die. And I kind of ripped on him. And then the next week, I started watching it more and more. I'm like, I actually am a big fan, and I became a big fan of his. So I fanboyed out and made different clips and tried to reach out to him. I really like you, Tiger, and he totally shut me down, man.
Yeah, he never
He never
responded or
responded to
anything.
me at all.
Dick.
Because he's just like, I remember when you ripped on
Yeah,
me.
he had to have. He'd be like, this is that fucking idiot that shit
Or-
on me
or
so
he
bad
never-
a week ago.
Or he never heard any of it.
No, he heard
It's
it.
just like, yeah, I hold grudges. I remember the first time when you ripped.
Now
Well,
you're a
you're-
big fan.
Your wife says, Brian,
Oh, God.
congratulations. Congrats on the 1 year, nerds. This is my first time ever listening to you guys. Ah, your wife's watching. gotta watch
Shouldn't
what
you
you
be in
say.
bed? No, she doesn't have to work tomorrow. Dang.
She
I
doesn't have
thought
to
you
work.
said that the women would never listen or watch this, man.
Well, they don't. I mean, we shouldn't be worried. We don't ever say anything bad about them.
No.
No, we don't.
Shh! Don't tell her.
We don't say anything.
No, I've never talked about her on the show. I did last week, but it was good stuff.
Yes. Ryan, your cousin Ryan Day says hello, Alan.
The Ohio State University football coach.
Yeah, why did you go to the Buckeyes?
You're a Michigan alum, man.
What's up, cuz?
Hey, cuz.
Cousin-roo.
Just to let you know, Ryan, one of these days I'm going to get like all my social media back on and get a hold of you because I've been thinking about you lately. So.
See?
Been thinking about you.
I don't know what the dance looks like. Oh, I thought I changed that.
What?
The logo. See across the top of the screen if you scroll down back to the top
See.
of the YouTube page.
Yeah.
I thought I changed the logo. Oh.
You did.
No. I thought I changed it back.
No. See, I could have put that as our scroll bar instead of the...
No, I don't care. I was just playing around with stuff. I thought I changed it back to the other one.
Brian, quit yelling at me, man.
I'm sorry.
No, it looks good. I don't know why you
Well, I
ain't
don't
like it.
When you first went back to it, I didn't. It took me a second. I had to look because I'm farther away, but I'm
Yeah.
looking at it and I'm like,
You don't have your
Did
glasses on either.
Did you just put a fucking pentagram up behind Radio Underground?
It's a radio tower
Yeah, it's a radio tower.
broadcasting its signal.
Well, we were originally this whole project from the start. We
all
were
about Satan.
We were an FM radio on the 87.9.
Ah, yes.
And we got caught by the FCC, and they put a letter on my door to stop, or they were going to fucking come in here.
Remember that when
Yeah.
I was outside having a cigarette, and I think you were at work, or you took that day off or something. And I was like, yeah, man, there's this like black van that's hanging out
Yeah.
across the street. I was like, wondering what the hell.
Yeah,
I just remember, like, all of a sudden, a few
they're
days
like,
later,
yeah.
you're like, look at this letter.
Yeah, I had to stop. It was fun though, being on FM because that was illegal.
Yeah.
And then that local, not Metro Times, but one of those local entertainment magazines did an interview with me, and I'm on the cover with my face covered like I'm some sort of criminal or something.
Pirate, man.
I forgot about
I was just a
interview.
pirate guy. Speaking of yelling, where's Frank? Frank is
Playing Mortal Kombat.
probably no. Roxanne is addicted to the Witcher game. She got into the show, and now
Yeah.
is playing the game, So
Which is
that's
on
where
Game
they're-
Pass now.
And I didn't tell Frank that you should. I don't do the guilt thing. It's our 1 year. You should come. But I didn't tell him. It's just like we just talked and
Jay, our collaborator, sometime collaborator, sits over there usually, messaged and said, "Good luck on the anniversary." No, I'm making that up. He didn't say shit.
Jay ain't gonna come. Jay's
He's not going to be here.
yeah.
But yeah,
Dude, we'll just start making up. Oh,
President Trump says, "Good job, Mike. Thank you."
Gamer 6524
Yeah.
said, "Hey,
The Iranian foreign minister says you
I
can
s-
stop war with your show being so
I
awesome.
didn't save the list, but we talked about the Cameo app last week
Yeah, I
about
wanna
hiring
get
people.
Chris
Hansen.
Dude, I started making a list of the people I would hire, and it was the most random fucking people I could think of. Chris Hansen was one,
that was the."
but I started going through. I'm like, oh, that guy'd be good.
I got a one.
that was the original one that you were talking about doing.
Yeah, I was going to have Chris Hansen from To Catch a Predator.
Yeah.
Because
Sit
Today
down.
we've talked about pedophiles once or twice.
Sit down. Yeah.
And
We talked about it for like a week.
and I thought it'd be
episode
perfect.
Sorry, not a
weeks
week. A week's worth of pedophile talk.
Oh, that's what it was. It was Chris Hansen. Then the next one was Bill Allen, who played Crew Jones in the movie Rad. Was one of them too. I had a whole list, man, and I didn't save it. I thought it'd been perfect. Yeah. Oh, my wife said, "Oh my God, that's enough for one night. I'm going to bed."
She couldn't handle it. She lasted 2 minutes of us.
Yeah,
I knew she wouldn't last
It's
long.
an intense show.
Oh, she's also been up since like 4:45 this morning.
It's an
So,
intense
Yeah.
show. It's like
and she's got to get up and make me breakfast tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm not demanding that. That was our idea. She's going to get up and make breakfast.
Well, Brian,
tomorrow.
I've told you what you need to do.
yeah,
Right there.
right there.
1953. Right there.
Hey,
make me a
Make me a-
scotch.
We're gonna play a little grab ass later with a secretary, and you ain't gonna say shit. All right.
How's it go again? You do hand, thumb,
Hey,
and then
you want to protect the thumb when you do a backhand.
yeah.
So you put it in like that.
Yeah,
So
then you
protect
turn it.
Turn it.
Gonna make it look
I'm a
like I'm
pro.
slapping Alan.
I had a harem for a while.
Let me see
That or I haven't been on a date in 8 years. One of the two.
Okay, it didn't work.
Sorry, my asthma's acting up, but it's still funny.
That was one of my memorable moments for the year. Was you wheezing?
yeah, Weezer.
Oh, that would been the November 30th show because
Yes.
December 1st I was in the hospital because I had an asthma.
Oh,
attack.
I know. I took you.
Yep. And I texted you to come pick me up because I'm having an asthma attack.
Yeah, yeah.
And I go into the emergency room. He's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "I sound like Darth Vader." He starts laughing.
Well, the night of the show, we are like, "You sure you're all right?" Oh yeah, I'm
See, she
fine.
didn't leave. I knew it. She didn't leave. She saw the technique.
Dang it.
She said, "You can sure try the backhand, but I have a mean left hook." See?
She hits hard. My wife
Believe it.
hits hard when she beats me.
yeah, it's you that beat him.
Well, that episode though, when you were like, "Yeah, I'm all right," and we heard it.
We walked out like, no, he's not okay. We actually said it on the way
I'm
to
like,
the car.
We could hear it right through the headphones. Like,
Yeah, it was bad. I was in bad shape. But thing was, my oxygen was never low or bad. It's just the wheezing was awful.
Yeah.
Like right now, my asthma kicks up. I have nighttime asthma. It kicks up at night. But right now, it's just like a cough, like a throat tickle, almost like a mini cold, it feels like.
Yeah.
But there's no wheezing. Could be my heart,
No
too.
wheeze
Maybe.
in the juice.
we got a sports update. If you're a fan of the Baltimore Ravens, they're not looking too good right now. And
No, it
it's,
looks like the Titans are gonna
about
beat 'em.
10 minutes left in the game, and they're down. They did just score, but they're down about 2 touchdowns or plus, I think, at this time.
Oh,
So,
God. It's gotten bad.
You know, everybody's
So is
number 1 seed.
I guess if we could talk about how this, guys, is how we're doing it from now on, by the way. We're not doing an audio live stream. It's going to be a video live stream, but we're going to be on YouTube after tonight.
yeah.
The YouTube live stream will get more randoms. This is more for our friends and you guys that know us and love us. But from now next week on, it's going to be on YouTube. What are you doing, Brian? ASMR?
Doing ASMR chewing on a cough drop.
Okay. I think I need a cough drop. I got some in
Actually, it's a
here.
vitamin C drop. I lied.
Put on the CPAP. The CPAP doesn't help with asthma, Mike. It helps with my weight.
Yeah.
Breathing at night.
Night breathing. That, sleeping thing they talk about.
Yeah, it's acting up.
But yeah, just this week we're working out the bugs too, because obviously we haven't done video in a while.
Yeah, well, we don't. It's easy to do. We could easily just do video, just like we're doing now,
Yeah,
and there would be no bugs at all. But I'm trying to actually set it up where we can do Discord, play videos and shit. And
oh yeah,
it's not a smooth process. So I watch YouTube streamers; they fuck up all the time. It's not.
yeah.
This isn't going to be ran like a Howard Stern show or something.
Well, even Howard Stern has random stuff that they're not expecting to happen.
We're not doing super chats, Mike. We don't have super fans. We don't have anything.
I'm pretty sure that they got a whole crew and behind scenes that make sure everything goes pretty smooth for Howard Stern.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Like you see him doing stuff with his board and stuff.
Paid like $50 million a year. I'm pretty sure he pays like a crew to
Yeah.
make sure it runs pretty smooth.
Yeah, so we're gonna take I'm gonna get another coffee. We're gonna take a break, and when we come back,
Union mandated.
we're gonna turn on the Discord. And Mike, get on Discord. You keep talking shit. get on Discord, and we're going to turn the Discord on.
Bring it.
So right now we'll pick a song. This is Danielle's cousin's band. Final Days Fading. This is Shallow Grave. All right. On Radio Underground. We're the greatest podcast in the world where we play music.
That is mine. I put 86 in everything. Buttholes, fucking vaginas, I mean, whatever.
You can't say that on stream, dude. If you actually had like 100 people in here and you can say
Listen. First of all, my stream is 18 and older. So, hey, how y'all? No, it does matter because it's mature content only. So if I say fucking pussy, or I'm gonna fucking spread some fucking pussy lips, no, don't say that.
Yeah, you see, it's because of people like that right there that will get you banned.
Yeah, oh man, you're racist as fuck. You know what? You need Jesus in your life. You need Jesus, boy! Jesus! I'm gonna fuck him up for saying that. Yup. No. Hey, Morgara.
Shut up, take your garbage out. My garbage.
Morgan! Shut the fuck up! Hey, listen. On a real note, please, Tell the people how
Look, I don't
amazing.
care about your real note. Just take the garbage out so it.
That's what I'm talking about. Straight up ass shot, Forrest Gump style, right in the fucking dick.
Yeah.
Morgan, I fucking love you. I love playing this game with you. I wish I could play with you on a daily basis, 24/7. Where'd you go?
I'm right here. I didn't go nowhere.
Oh, okay. My guy didn't show up. Hey, you see that guy right there with them big?
Hey.
Yeah. I had 4 kills.
You need to learn how to manage your surroundings. Oh, yeah. And forget this is a physical biz.
Bobby Schmurder, man, and Jeffrey Epstein. So you got the leader of the. What is going on here?
Match point.
No.
Let's take some down.
It's on. I just
Aaron, on the other side of your wall.
Raise your weapon. We're not
How do you miss that? He walked right in front of you.
Morgan, shut up. I shot. They're about to catch.
They're going to come back and beat us.
They are gonna come back and win because you want to. Hey, my boy.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. I don't care about your boy. I don't care about your alcohol. I want to win, bro. Right on the other side of you, Aaron.
Bitch, eat my dick. Tryhards, sweaty my nuts. Smell them, all up in your face. That's a shotgun to your fucking dome. Tryhard my nuts.
So bad.
So bad. I'm fucking crying. My name's Ace. Oh, Ace. They're so tryhard. They're so sweaty. I'm crying. Eat my dick.
That is our insane cousin. Well, my cousin,
Your cousin.
Aaron, a.k.a. Demon in the Mist. I talked to him on the phone for like 20 minutes.
Today?
Yep, he was drunk.
What?
Big shock. Hell yeah. I know it's hard to believe, but we're going to open up the Discord. Live chat is on. Let's see if these savages will get in.
Who's in there?
And yes, Phil, the reason we're not on Spreaker because we're going to do video from now on. But we're going to do video on YouTube. This is a special 1-year Facebook Live.
Now, will this video be on Facebook when we're done?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of this.
Yeah, that's kind of the
Yeah,
the
that's kind of the
deal.
whole point, yeah.
Get in the chat, Mike. Anyway, so we did a few year-in review stuff. I don't know where we left off on the greatness of this year.
Well, you
This
brought up
show.
Aaron and how you talked to him.
What am I talking about? Aaron, I hadn't seen him in a long while, like a couple years. I get a phone call from the Livingston County Jail, and I had to go pick him up and bail him out. And that was he went to jail, and I got him, and then he was on the show for 2 weeks. So that was cool.
Yeah.
So you hadn't seen him in a couple of years?
No, he had a very controlling partner.
Spouse.
Wow. So, like, I mean, you guys talked at all, or nothing at all? No contact whatsoever.
Well, it was here and there, but no, like, you know,
Just no physical. Like
I hadn't
physically
seen
get
him.
to see
I hadn't physically seen him in 3 or 4 years.
Wow.
And he rarely would call or something or text.
Yeah. So like,
He had to get rid of social media because he wasn't allowed.
Yeah.
yeah. She's definitely.
Yeah, and I don't want to get into it.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's over. So he's good.
So it was like a surprise guest for 2 weeks.
Everything. Yes, we had a surprise guest. That was great.
Yeah.
And
Aaron's good times.
tell
'cause-
Brian I want to see his tits.
No.
You can't. You see mine.
And so the good thing about Aaron, that clip you just played, but the other one you had from way long time ago, where Fortnite.
Oh yeah, Fortnite.
That's one of the best clips.
I think I have that.
It's on the YouTube page. Yeah.
Yeah, I have like Fortnite. And that was all from one call. That wasn't me piecing it together.
Nope.
That was 1 minute of him skipping subjects horrendously.
It was really
awesome.
It's one of my favorite
I
things.
could play it. Fuck it. Why not?
It's only 40 seconds
I'll
long.
find it. I think I got it on in a folder here, actually.
Yeah.
Actually, I hear people say that. Well, actually, I got it right here in a folder. Let me look here.
Oh, the only reason I said it because I thought you still had YouTube open.
I did. Well, I could have went to there.
It doesn't matter.
But
who wants me to show my tits? Who was that? Phil?
Phil, of course.
I should have known.
Actually, you know, Brian, I'm going to take your advice and go right to the.
We can't have inappropriate things.
Yep. No, what? Since when?
We are all about the inappropriacy. That
is a word.
Yeah, because I say it is. It's an inappropriacy.
Irregardless of what you say, that is a word.
I will show blatant irregard. Oh boy, it's way down the list.
Oh, is it?
Let me get. It's not like scrolling the whole list.
Yeah, your page is being weird. What's going on?
There it is. There we go. It's going to be one of the early ones.
Yeah, it's pretty short, but it's a classic.
Where is it?
I know it's on. Wait, isn't it?
Yeah, I put it. It was one of the early videos. I figured it would have been a little further up the food chain here.
Oh, I'm still on Little Clover Whispers. I should probably get off that page.
So here's let me go here again.
It's under Collins and Extras, isn't it?
Oh, it's not on Clips.
Oh, no. You're right. You might be right. I may be crazy.
No, it's probably in Collins.
There it is. Evilly Drunk Calls. It's just a couple of videos before Uncle Ted Liner video.
Okay, yeah. I don't remember putting it in this one playlist, but
I don't think I did. I don't really move stuff around in lists.
No, I know that.
It should be in Collins and Extras, though, I would think, because he called in.
It's not there.
It's not showing?
No.
It's a picture of you with him. Anyways, it's a
Yeah,
good clip.
Yeah, I had it.
People just have to
funny.
listen to it themselves on.
Yeah, they're gonna you're gonna have to fight it yourself because I can't run my own fucking show. Apparently, we can do. Since it's a year in review, we can go through the just other stuff we thought was interesting.
I still think Regatta in the Hood is an underrated clip.
Yeah, no one liked that.
Well, I mean, it did okay.
I mean, I thought it was great.
It's pushing like 100 views.
I thought it would be, and I don't know.
I thought Sperm Checkpoints was one of the best things ever, and that didn't get as much play as I thought it would.
Yeah, I don't know where it is. I can't find it. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Phil's train thing was relatively popular.
On a Plane with Train was awesome.
Train on a plane.
Yeah.
On a Train with Plane was
on a plane with train.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
It's freaking awesome. Did you finally get in here, Mike? You weirdo.
All right.
Hey.
I have told that story a couple times already.
Mike.
Yep. There we go.
Oh, there you are.
I put a headset on.
Oh, okay.
All right,
I was
good.
wondering what you
Good
were
job.
doing. So, what have you been doing, man?
I've been, trying to be a good American family man, but leaves over with.
Yeah, it leaves over with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I drove around a lot.
How are things where in the Ozarks?
No, I drove back home to get my kid. Went out to New York. Came back. Went ice fishing. I think it's snowy right here. They're probably freaking out. They're Southerners. And I don't have hot water, so I'm kind of pissed off.
Yeah, I'd say you don't have hot water.
No, so I think they have hard water, and I know looking in the crawl space, there's a shitload of lime all around it. So I think they've replaced or I know since I've been here, they've replaced the heating elements because it went out one other time. So I think it needs a new hot water heater, and the person that actually owns the place is being cheap.
Oh, you're renting. That's it.
Yep. Yeah, I only have to be here I only got hopefully I'm right at about a year.
Oh, are you gonna leave that state, or are you gonna altogether?
Oh yeah, I'll leave here no matter what. And go back to communist
Iran?
America. Yeah, I wish.
They're gonna ship you off to Iran. Think?
I'm not shipping nobody to Iran. Haven't you seen the Maymays?
I don't. No, that ain't gonna escalate. So,
Nah.
that whole thing. But are you hearing us on a delay or something, Mike? Is that?
There's a little bit. Plus, I'm just trying to be not my super over top of people. That didn't make a lot of sense. A lot of course white.
You're trying to show a little bit of restraint, is what you're saying.
Yes, but I can go full Kojak if you want.
No,
you don't have to do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
We don't need that.
No.
We can do without it.
I will fuck you all up in fucking Mortal Kombat. Let me tell you what.
The grass is
I'm the greatest Mortal Kombat player.
Hey, Frank's here. I hear him. It's like I hear him through my headset like a demon.
Oh, let me. There we go.
Yeah.
Is it AJ in the Discord chat? No.
No, he's not in the Discord.
No, he left.
He left. Yeah.
He abandoned us.
We get abandoned a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't blame
just the
people.
real OGs.
Just the real OGs, man. That's it.
That's it.
It's homie. So when I was doing
throw
my gang
up
sign,
them.
you said I was the whitest man.
Yeah, throw up your gang signs
You
again
didn't
if
like
you're
the-
on Facebook Live.
I did it, dude.
Put
they
that
think
starter
it's
jacket on.
Actually,
Yeah.
you're doing American Sign Language.
Rheumatoid arthritis. That's what it is.
Do you still have your Raiders jacket?
No.
Oh.
I got that. I got rid of that thing. It died of
I'm going to
death.
pretend that I never wanted the starter jacket. I never had one.
Yeah.
You're lucky. I didn't get the one I wanted. I wanted the one that no one wanted. I got the one that no one wanted. My knee length San Diego Chargers.
That one was sweet. You were just
You and some African
I told Ryan to
kid
get rid of it.
got the fucking leftovers of football teams.
yeah.
Well, I wanted it because at the time the Chargers were decent. That was like when they went to the Super Bowl and stuff, and I was like, no one has one of those. But I thought it was gonna be blue with like, the Thunderbolt and the yellow writing, and it was the opposite. It was yellow with blue writing, so as bright as could be, and it was knee length, like a trench coat style. And I lied to my mom and told her that all these coats are getting stolen. I don't want this one to get stolen. We should probably send it back. And I got something different.
That was good stuff.
She got it from the Spiegel catalog.
Hey, weren't jackets getting stolen though, or was that an urban myth?
Oh, some were not. That one was never getting stolen. No one would steal
Well, yeah.
this one.
Oh, yeah.
The
No,
funny-
nobody's stealing.
You could get
You know, it's even funnier now that they're the LA
LA
Chargers.
Yeah. I'm going to see if I can find a picture of it because it was awful. It was terrible. What's the weather like there, Coconuts?
I don't know if it's snowing right now, but it did snow, so I'm sure the fucking locals are freaking out.
Did you get a lot of rain and stuff beforehand?
So the other night, I think I posted to you, Mike, that it was a rumble of thunder, and then I was laying there in bed as it kept happening, and I realized I was like, I think that's the rumble of tornadoes, and then that was kind of fucking with me. Yeah, I was like, that's really, really long thunder, and then I realized hey, yeah, tornadoes are loud too, aren't they? Because it was shaking
awesome
the
to
place
see.
and shit.
Yeah, I've seen a couple funnels touch. I actually one came across 7 Mile Road.
Oh yeah,
but not in Detroit.
Is that better or worse than 8 Mile? Is B Rabbit there?
It's.
I am
depends
showing my
where you're at.
ignorance of
Depends where you're
Detroit.
But when you're further west, far enough west of town, it's safe again. So
Yeah.
that's where I saw it.
Basically, if it's in the city,
It's a town called Redford,
yeah. If you're in the city of Detroit,
and I saw it come right across 7 Mile.
Redford's where Ted Nugent was born.
Deadly Teddy. So,
Uncle
We're
Ted,
going
fucking
across-
pedophile draft dodger.
So me and my wife Shemaine were going across 7 Mile Road, and I saw this tornado.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when
So
are you
once
going to
you
do a
get
whole
past-
episode in Uncle Ted voice?
I don't know. Maybe when I get my asthma controlled a little better.
Maybe if you wore the
Me
CPAP
and my
more.
wife Shemaine. We were hunting homeless people.
Don't you wear the CPAP every night?
Yeah. That's not asthma treatment. I told you a million times.
No, that's for not
Do you,
stopping breathing while you're
you
sleeping.
don't know.
have-
Have you tried it?
Tried what?
Maybe if you wore it more, it
using
would
it?
help.
I try it every night. I use the thing religiously.
He wears it for 5 hours a night.
That's why I'm alive.
for asthma, you use a nebulizer.
Well, there's a controller.
look at the big
medication
brain on
that
Brad.
Yeah.
Brad,
No, it's not Brad.
Alan.
Yeah.
Have you guys not seen Pulp Fiction?
No, I know. I've seen Pulp Fiction.
Yes, we've seen it. You can't see our face, so you don't see the sarcasm.
Yeah. No, I've seen Pulp Fiction once or 15 times. Yes.
A million
Oh,
times.
okay.
Lots.
I've never
we need
watched it
Stones
full
in
through,
here
but
to
I've watched
review
enough
it?
of it to piece it together.
No, I've seen
No.
it more than Stones. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that for a fact.
Fact.
Yeah.
So
Me and him had a discussion. We compared, and he's like, I've seen it 11 times. I'm like, well, I've seen it 15. I win. That was a conversation we had for real.
All right.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
So what was your favorite Radio Underground moment, Mike? I have my favorite of you. You said prison rape at the end of episode 48,
Yeah.
was it?
And it made it into the end of the
And it
episode.
made it to the end of the episode.
Yeah.
He said, I'm going to finish
Did
the
that-
prison rape.
Did that cause a spike in the ratings, Mr. Numberology or whatever it is?
I believe it did.
Yeah, we got 2 extra views.
Yes.
I thought
Yes.
it was 3, but okay.
No, I think it'd probably be, Mike chastising Frank. That's pretty good. That's pretty memorable.
A lot of people say that one. I'm going to play it for the non-viewers that are watching right now.
No one's.
Dickhole Pleasure
We're
would
up to
probably be
9
up there.
At one point.
Yeah.
Dickhole Pleasure, yeah. Phil. And the
Yeah.
DHP.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
As far
Phil
as
and the
quality,
DHP.
wrestling. And you still know my wrestling. If you really want to get views, you know my wrestling theory, though, right?
What's that?
You need to get the network,
theory?
and we do a watch along to an old pay per view and just talk about it.
That
Oh,
sound-
the WWE network, yeah.
That sounds gay as fuck.
Yes,
Prison
but
Rape
you
was
will
from
get
episode
1,000
46.
views with prison rape.
I would have to, if I had to do it, I would probably have to do, it'd have to be one of the old WCW ones. It'd have to be like one of the, because it's still technically they own that, right? It would be on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
So
have
I'd
they have
have
the
to
whole
be-
library, man.
One of the old Bash at the Beaches. See, you know what?
The one
thing
where
I think
Vader
we're-
broke the boat.
Yeah, the thing I miss.
I think
about
we're watching
wrestling-
Battle Brawl
You
this
don't. You don't see
weekend.
any. You don't see any fan attacks like you used to. They used to happen all the time. And the fan would come in the ring,
So-
and then they dim the lights and pan the camera away as the wrestlers beat the fuck out of the guy because he attacked a wrestler.
So evidently they did a kayfabe one a week ago for some odd reason.
Well,
Did
what like a where oh yeah, I know what you mean, like a pre-scripted one, kayfabe. Okay. Did it
Yeah,
get
so
over?
like they had somebody
Like it?
run in and security stop them or some bullshit.
Oh,
Now, at the Hall of Fame, would it be
yeah.
2 years ago now? I guess Bret Hart had somebody run in on
Yeah.
him. That was legit.
No, man, that was just this. That was just this past one. That was from last April.
Well,
Actually
okay,
watched
so
that.
yeah, so it's the last one, but we're coming up on another one this spring. I guess that's what's fucking me up. But yeah, and one of the wrestlers fucking nailed the dude while he was being held by
Yeah.
other people.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
Yeah, they messed him up. I never heard anything about that really afterwards, but the guy got charged or went to court or anything. That was
Come
funny.
on. I'm sure they're like, hey, you got blasted in the face. We're going to call this a wash.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going to let it walk.
Especially since, like, you're literally being restrained and you got punched in the face.
Yep.
Hey,
Which
that
Mike
was-
Ness did. He's a fucking piece of shit.
What, punched a fan?
Yeah, the guy,
Yeah, I guess
was-
he had somebody in the crowd who was wearing, like, a Trump hat or something, so he had security hold him and he beat the fuck out of him.
Oh, God.
That's not the way I heard it. Yeah, no, that's exactly how I heard it.
Mike
actually.
Ness from Social Distortion?
Social D, yeah.
Oh, yeah? That does not...
No.
that doesn't surprise me, really.
He did.
No, it doesn't
Yeah, I
surprise.
got into
Well,
it, yeah.
man, don't be a bitch about it, though.
Yeah, it just doesn't... I mean, like, I don't know.
No, it doesn't surprise. I mean,
Fan of his anyways, but yeah, he's an asshole. I mean...
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know anything about him at all.
He's kind of an asshole.
So I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I remember when Phil was making fun of Neil Peart's death. I posted Glenn Danzig getting knocked out because that's Phil's favorite song.
Great. Great.
And that guy with my physique knocked out Glenn Danzig because Glenn Danzig's a bitch.
Phil was making...
That might be in the pantheon
Yeah.
of clips.
Why?
I believe Phil's quote was Neil Peart, or Rush sucks shit through a wet sponge, or something like that.
I mean, like I say, you know, like I could say there's a lot of people who aren't fans of Rush,
Yeah.
but as musicians, they're all very good musicians, and Neil Peart was the best drummer to grace this world. I don't
Yep.
care what
Oh,
anybody
man,
says.
Nico.
Nico McBrain.
Come on, Ben. We waited
Rush
till
to me
today
is
address
just-
that. That was...
They're just acceptable music. Like, they're not bad, but
I mean, yeah, it's.
Yeah,
I mean, like I said, there's,
exceptional-
you know, like
Acceptable, exceptional, great music. That's fine. We get it.
no, not. I didn't say exceptional.
I mean,
I had the best
understand-
of Rush.
I understand why because they're a progressive band. So I mean, I get that a lot of people don't really get into them because
See, I don't like progressive music at all, but I like Rush. Mm-hmm. But it's
Except
kinda like I always like
Susu
the
Studio.
that are yeah, you ever try to watch King Crimson concert? The guys are so good at their instruments, but it is horrible. The music is terrible.
Who's the one that Nick always used to play the videos of?
Dream Theater?
Oh, yeah.
Dream Theater, yeah, they had the
first.
we got 17 tempo changes in 2 minutes.
The very
Again.
first Dream Theater album was cool. After that, it was like it just kept getting way more and more out
Exceptional musicians. I get it, but boring as fuck.
Yeah, Dream Theater and King Crimson are phenomenal. They've mastered their instruments to an amazing extent, but I don't want to see it.
No.
I don't want to see it. I just like I like 3 chords and some stuff that fits together and sounds good. That's
Yes
cool
was
to
another
me.
band that I got into some of their stuff, but some of it's just way too out there too.
They
Yeah.
weren't jam bands.
God.
Oh, we had a comment on the jam band.
Are they the owner of your heart?
Yeah, the owner of his lonely heart.
The owner of my lonely heart.
Our jam bands clip got a comment, Alan, from a guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he said that they're all exceptionally talented musicians.
Yes. No denying.
Yeah, we all agreed to that in the episode.
Just fuck the Grateful Dead. That's all.
Yeah, well, his was, what did he say? His name was Don Matthews, and he said jam bands are the best, musically talented. And I said back to him, are you just saying that because you were related to Dave Matthews?
What would you say?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because Don Matthews.
All right, so yeah,
I fucking hate DMB.
this was. I got last year. Okay, I am not a big Dave Matthews fan.
No.
Never have been. But I'm just like, you know, people like him. Whatever, that's fine.
Yeah.
He's a talented guy. I get it. But last year it was like it could have been early this year, but at some point in the last year I was in a bar and like, you know, everybody was throwing money in the jukebox and this dude plays like And if I ever see him again, because he left, if I ever see him again, I am going to punch him square in the face because he played like 3 Dave Matthews songs live. I am not kidding you. I am not kidding you when I say that these three live songs basically all went into another, but it took a full freaking hour.
Oh, God, for 3 songs.
Oh, my God, it was horrible. If I ever see him, I will punch him square in the face because he totally ruined like 3 or 4 of the old timers' buzz. They're like, what the hell is weed? And it's one of the newer jukeboxes, so you couldn't just skip it. It wouldn't let us.
No, the digital ones you can't do that.
Oh, my God. We were trying. We're like, we're going to unplug it. And we couldn't unplug it because it's like interactive. You know, it's all like internet and stuff.
Yeah.
So we couldn't unplug it. Oh, yeah. All the old timers were just pissed off. What the hell is this?
I invented a jukebox prank that's really good. Here's what you guys should do. Next time you see a jukebox, you play Tom Jones, What's New Pussycat?
No, you didn't make that.
No, I made it up. I made up this thing.
John Mulaney, you did not.
Shh. Crank my style.
Now,
I'm going to have to get the...
Me and Jay made up a game called Go Into Guzzling Alley that has the best, at the time had the
best jukebox, yep.
in this area, you know, suburban Detroit area, and put $20 in it and play Motorhead Ace of Spades.
Over and over again?
$20 worth.
Oof.
20.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Did you
and
drink-
it was the
Well,
old
now you
school
can do it via
jukebox,
your
so
phone.
It's like it didn't. Yeah, well, it was the old school
Done that.
jukebox with like the CDs flipping, so there was no
Skipping it or
you were
getting
not
past.
skipping and going to another song.
Did you drink Jack and Cokes, the Lemmy drink, while it was going?
No, I think we were just drinking beer, but yeah, that was like one of the few times I ever got Jay to go out, and I walked up to. I go, I got a song for you. I walked up to the jukebox, put $20 in. I sat back down. I go, I got a song for you. And he started playing. He's like, oh, yeah. And then it started playing. And he's like, did you just? I go, I put $20 in. He goes, shut the fuck up. I go, Ace of Spades over and over again. Yeah, eventually, I think it played like 9 times or something. And finally, the bartender walked over and unplugged the jukebox, plugged it back in.
$20 worth, though. That's
Play What's New Pussycat 21 times.
Yeah, well, see, it was funny because when I saw that stand-up of John
Yeah.
Mulaney, that's the first thing I thought about. I was like, because it was, I don't know, this was probably late 90s or so when I did that.
Oh, it's good stuff.
Yeah, but Jay was dying. He was laughing his ass off. He's like, I can't, and and there's like kind of like this whole crew of like, I mean, I guess they were like hipsters of that time, but like the trendy Royal Oak fuckers.
Yeah.
They were all hanging out and they're yuppieing it up or whatever the hell they were, and yeah, there was a bunch of cool music playing, but I was like, then I started hearing some bad music playing, and I go, fuck this.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to hear this anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you getting a sound in your headphones, or is it just me?
That's I think it's Mike.
I keep on getting like a static thing.
No, it's probably his. It could be his phone, or mine.
All right.
That's just that cell phone, like the cell phone disturbance.
It's
You
probably
can hear it
what
a
is.
little bit, and it comes in and out, but I can hear it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a big deal.
Just making sure I'm not getting tinnitus.
So, Mike, you love Dave Matthews, you were saying.
Fuck no. Fucking hate Fish.
Come on.
I hate Dave Matthews.
would you
Hate Grateful
say?
Dead.
Oh yeah, fuck it. That's another
about
one.
Dave
Fuck
Matthews?
the Grateful Dead, but fuck Fish especially. Yeah, and whoever Jam Band Don was, yeah, okay, great. They're all great musicians. Yeah, but if you
I
wanna
just hate
torture
Colts,
somebody-
I guess.
Yeah,
Well, I'm gonna fucking follow
X
people. Get a
Deadheads are a
fucking
cult.
job.
yeah,
Yeah, get a job.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like they follow
Oh
him.
yeah.
They follow him from festival to festival. Like the same 100,000 people go wherever the band goes
Bill Walton.
and just watch
Yeah.
it. Bill
Oh,
Hunt.
dude, that was what I was just going.
It was
to,
unbelievable. I
New
saw
Year's.
the Grateful
Emerald
Dead.
green
Yeah.
eyes.
When I was hanging out with the dead, he puts his shirt on. Oh, look at I was hanging with the dead. Shut up.
You can smell the
Asshole,
people.
dude.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, because they don't bathe.
So I looked into Shaquille O'Neal's eyes.
On New Year's Eve, I think it was either New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. I was watching some basketball coverage or whatever. But yeah, they were all like whoever, Bob Weir still does dead stuff or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And there was a whole bunch of people hanging out. And they were like, yeah, Bill Walton was just here with us. And they're like, oh, who's been to the Dead show the most? It might have been the New Year's Rockin' Eve or one. It might have been as the ball was ready to drop. But yeah, and then this guy's like, I've seen him 423 times. I'm like,
Well, that's 421 times
I
too
go,
many.
that really sounds horrible. That like you have spent your whole life. I mean, I love Slayer, but
Yeah.
if I saw him 420 something times,
I thought you saw him that many times.
yeah,
You saw him 19
I
times.
saw him 19 times. I never got to see the. 20
Think about the
To
economic
me, it was like,
input that person did.
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
How do you afford it? You don't fucking work.
Well,
Yeah,
Bill,
right.
yeah. Bill Walton worked.
Yeah, well, yeah.
He's about it, though.
He didn't work that hard. What a fucking disappointment in the NBA.
Fish.
I had
True. That's true.
72 bone fractures in my feet.
Did he really?
And it was some ridiculous amount of fractures, yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Drink
Yeah,
some
it was a
fucking milk,
disappointment.
Bill. What a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did tremendous
It does the body good.
he's got a thyroid problem, right? He has to.
No, he's just really tall.
No, just the way he talks, he sounds like he's got the thyroid. It's like,
Well, I know he had a
"Here
bad
he
stutter.
goes." Did he?
He had a bad stutter, and then he got it like fixed because when you have a stutter, they actually to get rid of it, they put you like headphones on like we got, and you talk to a click track.
Really?
That's how they get rid of it.
I had no
Oh,
clue.
really?
That's how they help get rid of it.
No.
But
That
that's
makes sense,
Steve Kerr.
Yeah.
Hell of a
Steve
coach.
Kerr.
Steve Kerr's a hell
That's
of a coach.
another moment we can bring up. I went on about how
Okay, that was a good moment too.
It was a really good
He did something recently, didn't he?
I attacked him.
Oh,
on
he talked
Twitter,
shit about
too.
Iran.
He's
Yeah.
always talking shit.
Oh, no way. You're kidding.
Yeah, and I
Yeah, he was standing. He was standing for Iran.
Yeah, he's such a. I can't stand that motherfucker. And it started from playing for the Bulls, and it's never ended. I hate Steve Kerr.
You've always been biased against the Kerr.
I hate Steve Kerr. Hope someone punches him.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean,
Like Rudy
that's
Tomjanovich.
That's why I respect that you were when you go off.
Oh, man, he got fucking
Steve
blasted.
Kerr. But you've had a hatred for him for many a year. So
Fuck Steve Kerr. It's not possible for me to hate him any more than I do. I don't want
Hey,
him. I don't
everybody's
want
seen
Kerr
Rudy
dead.
T
I
get
just don't
blasted,
like him.
right?
Oh,
Oh,
God,
that
yeah.
was brutal. That was like the number one punch of all time.
It was.
Yep.
Like,
Okay,
he
that's
knocked,
yeah. It's just like that is a fucking pantheon of punches.
Because the guy, he's running full speed. Kermit Washington turns around, just fucking hits him, and it knocked his skull off alignment from the spine, and he could taste spinal fluid
Yeah.
because he had a metallic. I woke up tasting like a metallic thing. He got his fucking head knocked off the spine.
That's probably the only good basketball fight, though, because basketball players fucking suck.
Yeah, it's good.
What
thing.
about the Malice at the Palace?
yeah,
That was a good one. Yeah, Ron Artest went into the crowd, and
Yeah, but he didn't
our
do
fans were
anything.
hitting,
No, they were fighting on the court before he did that. There was punches.
What's that one guy, Jermaine
O'Neal.
He punched a fat guy out,
wasn't it like the day after Thanksgiving or something?
something like that.
They
yeah.
just passed. Yeah.
It was
Those
because-
anniversaries came.
It was. I think it was because I remember like that weekend. Like I was at the bar. Me and Bri were at the bar, and I was talking to some girl, and I was in. You know, I'm like, sweet. You know, and then I look up, and they got the screen on, the game's going. And I mean, right as I looked up, I'm like, man, it looks like there's a fight going on. And then I saw Artest go right into the stands, and I'm like, Bri, check this out, man. I'm like, this is at the Palace. And we just sat there and watched it. And then that girl ended up like walking away. I was like, damn.
I remember it because it's the one and only time I was at a martini bar in my life.
Wow, that is.
And I went with Kent and a male model named Glenn. Remember Glenn, Brian?
Vaguely.
So I had to dress up, and I went to this martini bar. And
Classy Kent.
yeah,
Taking
and then all of a
notes.
sudden the malice breaks out.
And the martini bar erupted. Like,
It did. It kind of turned into a regular sports bar after that.
All of a sudden, everybody's like, "We'll show them how it's done here."
Detroit, like rich white people.
That was,
Detroit.
it was just before Thanksgiving that year. Because it just passed.
It was just
November 19th, so it just passed 15 years.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, that was the anniversary.
That's when I could drink without feeling like I was going to die the next day. I remember those days.
That was like, what, 15 years ago, right?
It was the 15th anniversary
That's
this
what I
past,
thought.
yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't you the youngest one, Mike?
Yeah,
times.
Mike. Yeah,
No.
Here? No, Brian is.
Brian is.
No, Mike's like 13 months older than me.
Brian's my...
Ooh.
Al is the oldest.
I'm the oldest.
Alan's 46.
Yeah.
We're all incredibly old, though.
Yeah. I look the oldest because of the gray and white.
And I think,
But you can't see from there.
I can't remember. You're older than me, Mike. Too. You're incredibly old.
Yeah. I'm only 41.
You're old.
Oh, let me do like my kid.
Slightly older.
And a half.
And a half. When do you turn 42?
May.
So, yeah, you're older than Mike.
It's
okay.
gonna be May.
Yeah, you're older than Mike.
Yeah, you're older than me by a few months.
I'm the oldest.
I'm barely 40. so-
Decrepitron.
But, hey, the last chick I was screwing was like almost half my age, so...
Al's a boomer.
Al's a boomer. Yeah. That's funny thing is like if you're like any bit over 30, these kids call you a boomer. Like, dude, a boomer is like our parents.
Yeah.
I'm not a boomer.
Considering that a millennial starts at 1982.
Yeah.
Boomer's a mindset though too. You could be you could be 12 and have a boomer mindset.
I do not. We do not have boomer mindsets.
Do I have the boomer mindset when I couldn't get my Facebook Live to work correctly and I was cussing? Is that boomer?
Yes, not being able to figure out electronics or social media. That's boomer.
Okay. Not understanding what a Patreon is.
That's boomer.
I don't get it. I don't get why people do that. Like the PayPal thing makes sense. I was talking about this earlier with these guys. It makes sense to me if you're like a content
it's just a
creator,
donation site,
and
man.
then you have people do a one-time payment. But you got to donate monthly. You can't just give one payment.
It's a subscription.
Well,
service.
Fuck
you're supposed to give nudes.
I don't want to charge someone.
Patreon pretty much means nudes.
Then we're not going to do it a Patreon.
No,
why
I
not?
lose 100 pounds, and start get
Dude,
ripped
hey,
up.
If somebody wants a nude, man, and they're paying, whatever.
Yeah, there's somebody who likes fat
You're the
dudes.
thinnest one. Not
Isn't
really.
Al a Mormon?
Yeah.
You'd be surprised, man.
No.
No, I just lived in Mormon country.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know if Mormons could do nudes.
I don't know.
No, they have the garments. You know, they can even if they show the garments, I think that's illegal.
Yeah. How can they do the nudes anyways? Don't they like shun electricity?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the Amish.
That's the
No, that's Jews on Sunday.
That's true too.
Actually, on Friday it starts.
I know it's Saturday. Yeah.
I was with.
We have a whole Hasidic Jew community around here too.
I was pretty much a non-religious
What?
man.
I thought you just had the mooge.
I was living in Mormon
Mooge?
country with a Jewish girl.
And a Jewish girl
Mujahideen.
whose dad converted to
Converted to
Mormonism.
Mormon.
And he didn't even live out there. It's the weirdest story I ever heard in my life.
Yeah, it was an interesting one.
But it's pretty cool.
So you had to wear magic
Man, I wonder where I
underpants
get
and
all
you
my
couldn't use technology on Saturday.
No. But I'm a heathen, so I did whatever I wanted.
Now, Mike, you're prairie trash, right? You're out from the Dakotas, correct? The original.
Yeah. Well, the eastern part, so not
Prairie
really
trash.
prairie, but yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So close to
Eastern Dakota.
closer to the Minnesota.
Have you and your family hose down natives when they won't let you build that pipeline? Was that you?
And
guys out
that
there?
was like 6 hours away, but I actually got unfriended by a bunch of family for that.
So you were from
Yeah.
East Dakota.
Yeah.
East Dakota, yeah. That's a new state.
So
Is that like almost
So
Minnesota?
East Dakota has farming, And West Dakota is like straight up like the West fucking prairie and ranch and shit.
So you're near?
Outlaws.
Are you near Minnesota? The Minnesota border?
No, I'm near Iowa.
Okay, yeah, that's South Dakota too.
So, like, are you a football fan? And what was your team?
South Dakota University.
Oh, I got to pick my own team,
watched
so I like the Raiders.
Oh, okay, good. You didn't like.
Of course
so you
you
didn't
would.
So you didn't become a Viking fan because you were close to Minnesota, right? That's good. Because I hate.
No, I probably should have since like a dude I went to high school played for him, but
Oh yeah.
Was it Brock?
And was it Lesnar?
Was Brock Lesnar?
no. Actually played and started, but I do stand for
Oh,
Brock.
well, Brock
since
Lesnar played in the preseason.
Brock. Yeah,
So who did you go?
I don't care what anybody says. I like Brock.
Obama?
No, what school? What was the player you went to?
Ooh, damn.
So what was the player you went to school with?
Lieber.
Lieber.
You got a cramp? What the hell's going on? He
What?
said, "I'm sorry, I talked over you." Say it again.
No, the Barack Obama thing that hurt. No, Ben Lieber.
Oh, I thought
Sorry.
it was Ben
Oh,
Lieber.
okay.
He's a linebacker.
All right, cool.
Never
Oh,
heard
you
of
went
him.
to- Yeah, he was a linebacker. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
never
he
heard
was
of
a
him.
I also went. I've been hunting on Chad Greenway's land. He was a linebacker also
Oh no.
Oh
kidding.
yeah.
for the Vikings.
I watched North Dakota State University in the in the championship to
Was it like Division
national
III or something?
championship, FCS.
Oh,
National-
FCS. Yeah, football.
It was JMU and NDSU, which would
Yeah, NDSU's been
Madison University.
they've been beast mode for like 20 years.
Yeah, the Bisons, and they got it like first. It was kind of cool because they were 15-0, and the other team, James Madison, was 14-1, and they both had first year head coaches too.
yeah.
So it was kind of it was a good game.
Oh, I want to go back to Ben Lieber. Do you know what his Twitter handle is?
No,
Oh, no idea. I don't know.
I don't know what anybody's Twitter handle is.
Nacho Lieber.
Nacho Lieber, I like that.
It's almost like Nacho Libre.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, kind of like.
Oh, is that actually his Twitter handle?
I want
I don't know.
It really is Nacho Lieber.
to start.
I don't know. His dad was the principal
social media
and got
Twat.
I got a detention because of him. So
His dad is Al, right?
yep.
Al Lieber.
Yeah, I just read it. I didn't just know that, but
Oh, he's
I
kind of a
retained
dick.
that information for 30 seconds. Yeah. Well, he was the football coach?
No. He was
Oh,
the
no, he was
principal
principal.
and then superintendent.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Superintendent.
Oh yeah, he was probably a dick.
I'm just doxing the shit out of myself right now.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So someone can look into my living room here and probably tell by the light position at this time of night, like where my house is.
Yeah.
And I just up
So
by the
you know
house.
what? Since I'm all drunked up, I should probably give Mike credit because he sent me a bunch of fucking food and shit in Iraq during the surge.
Oh yeah, I did. I sent you a care package, man. I remember that.
What'd
Yeah.
you send?
Your
I
food
don't
even
remember.
your food even survived an explosion, and I think it was one of the few things that didn't blow up in my bag.
Oh really?
Yeah.
No way. So
So hopefully none of my
food
family's
is
listening
so
to this.
Tough to kill. Yeah. I'm glad it made it didn't get blown up.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah, anything that was like rigid plastic that was in my bag got blown up.
Oh really? Did
Yeah.
you get hit with an RPG or something or?
No, it was a explosively formed penetrator from Iran. Well, Iranian design. Luckily, they didn't use copper, so it didn't pierce the hole.
Well, I'm glad that
Yeah, I just
helped
took
you out
this
with
shit
the
off onto
care
all
package.
serious and shit.
No, that's fine. That's actually I didn't know that. That's a cool story. I sent you sent me that shirt, like your unit or
Yep.
whatever, and I was wearing that shirt, and I was in a CVS, and some dude goes, "Oh, you were in this and that," and I think he was trying to do the stolen valor thing or something. I go, look, I was sent this by someone I sent a care package to. I'm not claiming this. This is a gift. And the guy's like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. But I think he was trying to do the stolen valor thing to me.
Yeah, he was trying.
Yeah.
And I was like, I sent a guy a care package. He sent me this back. We exchanged gifts essentially. It's like, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, I'm not fucking trying to get free dinners or something.
Should have had Bob fuck him up.
Yeah, yeah, that was funny. You know how many people go up to him? We were talking about Bobby, and I mean, I don't know about anymore, but when we used to go to the bars a lot, and they would come up to him and be like, "Yeah, I was in 10th Girder Mountain Division squad," and they try to lie to his face that they were in the service, and he's like, "What? Well, I've never heard of that." But yeah, it was just.
When's Bob coming on, man?
People do that. I've invited him on many times. He won't come on. I don't know.
Oh.
Well, actually, I do know why. Because drinking where there's actual fun happening is a lot better than this.
Yeah.
And we do it on Saturday night. He straight up told me, he goes, Mike, it's because you do it on Saturday night. I like to go out Saturday, man.
Well, usually, yeah, and you got to think like part of the year. I mean, there's he religiously watches Michigan football.
Yeah.
So it's like you're not getting him during those.
No, he starts drinking at like 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Yeah.
And he's by this time he's ready for bed.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
But
It's
he's
like,
probably still.
But
going.
he's ready for bed. He's not going to bed, though.
He's
Yeah.
probably still going.
Oh, yeah, he's probably going.
Speaking of football, have the Titans put away the Ravens yet?
I think so. They were up by 16.
There was only like 40 seconds left when I looked last. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's over.
What a weird season.
Mike Vrabel was hugging people and slapping people, so it was. Yeah, it's done. 28-12. So.
Yeah.
You know, Titans
I like it this
Titans
way,
are going
though.
to the Super Bowl.
I like it this way because we're getting teams that you don't expect.
But Baltimore, nobody was really expecting.
Yeah.
I mean, think about. All right, yeah, Lamar looked great all year, but think about it. I mean, when the season started, were you thinking, yeah, it's going to be the Ravens?
No. But I mean, either
I've
way,
never
we had
thought the
somebody we
Ravens.
weren't expecting.
Even when they had the murderer.
No, I mean, I thought that
Alleged.
Don't know, Ray Lewis.
I thought that.
No, let's be real here. He's a murderer.
He was never convicted.
You know, he probably did that dance as the guy was dead. Yeah.
Neither was OJ, man.
But OJ admitted to it, though.
No, yeah. Nicole.
OJ never admitted to it.
He totally admitted to it.
Well, or
Well,
he
didn't
did that.
he do that book? If I did it,
If
Yeah,
I
he-
did kill him,
he wrote a
what
book.
I would have done differently.
Yeah.
wasn't that the what?
His Twitter was. Is he still
If
on
I did
Twitter?
it.
Mike,
I don't know.
you're on Twitter.
I don't know.
He used to do live streams
Follow
and shit.
OJ on Twitter, so I don't know. Yeah.
OJ did, really?
Yeah, he was.
Oh,
on
yeah.
Twitter, I know that. Yeah.
Does he do meetups with AC? Car ride.
Yeah. For old
Hey,
time's
just wait
sake.
till I paint my Bronco white.
Here's how to get away with murder, kids. This is what you do.
Remember that SNL skit where Tim Meadows played him and he's like doing the diagram? He's like, you gotta do this, and like doing all the X's and O's and writing stuff, and it spelled out, I did it on the screen.
Yeah. OJ totally killed her.
Yeah.
And then that poor Ron Goldman guy, he just showed up. That's just like at the wrong time. He just happened to show up, and they're like, "Oh shit, Ron, I'm sorry, man."
Wonder if OJ.
Oh, he didn't just happen to show. Man, he was piping her down.
Oh no, that's
no. They're just friends. They're just
honestly,
friends.
I think Ron Goldman showed up that night, stopped over there in the middle of killing or something. You know?
Yeah.
And then Kato Kalin heard it, and then
That's the impressive thing. It's like, I mean, if I was going to murder my wife and her lover, I'd probably kill Kato.
Just for the hell of it.
I mean,
I would
Well,
at least
that
cut
too.
his damn shitty mane of hair he had.
Yeah, he had
I'd
the
punch
lion
the
mane.
hair.
He had
dude, there would have been no way.
Mike's jealous of the hair
right now.
I hate that.
They'd have
hair.
been like, there was some dude that was staying at the guest house that we found cut up too.
Yeah.
Right.
This is probably his boy.
We have this theory that
He's like,
people
"You ain't
just
gonna
didn't
say
like
shit.
his
It's my
acting.
boy. Yeah.
My theory was this: is Kato was the murderer all along.
That would be awesome if
And
he like
blamed it on the
deathbed
black
it.
man.
Dude, that would be.
That'd be
OJ
sweet.
wasn't black.
That'd be the ultimate plot twist.
Kato and Mark Furman conspired.
We got to do this as a clip tomorrow.
Kato.
Wouldn't that
Kato
be,
Kalin
and the
actually did it.
Kato Kalin and the crooked cop Mark Furman, the one who was first on the scene,
Yeah.
Furman?
You know what's
They
funny
were
about
ones that
Furman?
The
conspired against-
Fuhrman.
Furman, like German,
to bring down
He's racist.
OJ.
Yeah.
I just remember
Furman's like supposed to be like a
American
really
O.J.
good
Simpson.
detective. You know, he's like found like multiple other murderers out.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
racist.
yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a racist.
No, the
I heard.
Chappelle show. He's like,
Well,
Furman,
yeah, I
like
mean, most
German,
cops are.
racist.
Yeah.
He's racist.
Yeah, Furman though he
When they're
Yeah, if
doing
you had
the
to deal
jury
with 13 to
selection, that's what it
50.
was for Chappelle. He's like, no, OJ didn't do it.
remember he came to Connecticut and solved some murder that they couldn't figure out there, the local cops, and he showed up.
He's
He's
done
good
that.
detective.
And then they made a daytime movie about it.
He
Like,
got
"You're
a
that
Kennedy?"
cop. You were that racist cop. I remember the movie.
Was he part of the Kennedy thing?
Dude, the Skakel.
Skakel, yeah.
He busted.
He's the one that cracked it.
Yeah.
Cracked it, didn't he? Or he's
Yeah,
one
yeah,
of
yeah.
them, yeah.
Cracked
No, he
it.
totally
Cracked
is.
it.
Cracked it. Dude, I
Wow.
can't believe I just said cracked it.
And
So, like,
saying somebody's a Kennedy, I mean, it's like how you all are justices.
No, we're not.
or not.
We're not.
I only am.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
We're related on the other side of the family. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
You,
related.
you all are fucking related.
Thanks for doxing my last name too, douchebag.
Our
Oh, yeah, nobody knows it's you, Mike.
by moms.
They'll never know now.
You just had to go and say it, didn't you?
That's okay.
Yep,
Frank would have
I-
given away your social security
Yeah,
number.
Frank would
while
have
he's
been
on
like,
here.
Mike's PIN number is that.
Yeah, right.
It was so bad when we had him on there. He's like, Mike, is this your password to your router right here? And then it would be my fucking credit card information.
Your
Hey, didn't
license
Frank
plate number.
out
All right, gotta
somebody?
take a break, guys. Oh yeah. What's
He
a-
would
what-
tell stories about people
Yeah.
and give their full names.
Yeah. Okay. It's officially midnight right now. Radio Underground is exactly 1 year. This is where we recorded the first episode
Yeah.
1 year ago.
Man,
things
it's
have
only
changed.
11, man.
Some things have
Started
changed.
it at midnight.
It's 11.
Well, no, he's turning.
Oh, time. It's
Eastern Standard Time.
Our
the right,
time.
The proper time.
but yes, we
No,
have a
Eastern Standard
guy
Time
that
sucks.
We knew.
Let's go by, fine. Let's go by what the rest of the world does. Greenwich Mean Time. What time is it? Greenwich Mean Time. GMT.
It's Zulu
What
time.
is GMT?
Okay, it's like 5 o'clock.
Is that the universal time?
I think it's 5 hours.
So the planet Earth itself does have a universal time.
Is it 5 or is it 6?
I think it's 5 hours.
Either way, it's the anniversary.
I think I'm gonna have a stroke.
Okay, let's be real. The best time zone is Mountain Time. I'm not in it. I wish it was.
Why?
Mountain Time?
Why don't you give me a
it's
reason why it is? Yeah.
Mountain Time? Try watching sports.
Yeah.
Do you like staying up till fucking 2 a.m.
Yeah.
and shit? Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Anymore? No.
You know,
a year or two
he's-
ago.
Especially when the Red Wings play on the West Coast. and
He's
stuff.
right. Because, I mean, it sucked because when I lived out there and I worked midnights, it's because I'd get home at like 7 in the morning. So if I was working on the weekends, it sucked for like the first games because it was 11 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not. Yeah, to be able to watch games at like a good, yeah, or the Thanksgiving game that sucked because it was like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
No, see, so Mountain Time, like, some of the games are early, but they're not crazy early. You get into Pacific and Alaska and shit, and it's like, hey, you're waking the fuck, like, you're specifically waking up to watch a sport, which I'm not going to do.
Yeah, like when they start doing those London games, like out there, I'm like, man, I had to be up at like 6 in the morning to watch it. I'm like, holy crap.
Oh, look at that.
And that's why UFC does 10 o'clock starts for their pay-per-views. And that's why this show is at 10 o'clock because it actually was for Morgan and a lot of the guys that live out there, Phil and everybody. So I was like, well, 10's good because it's not super early there. they're done with doing their family shit usually by 8 or 9.
What about when they do like their UFC Macau and stuff like that?
Yeah, that's really bad.
Yeah, that's like 2 a.m. our
Well,
time.
if you guys, or Mike at least, you heard like Rogan's reason why they base off Eastern Standard Time.
No. What did Rogan say?
So, well, no, I mean, I guess he says basically like, so East Coast is used to staying up late, so they'll run shit later. So like, because they're saying Pacific basically is like, well, I'm not going to go out of my way. So like, I'm not going to leave work early to watch sports. So run the shit late.
I get that. Yeah, we're more committed fans than they are.
Maybe that. I don't.
Sheila, a coworker of mine, she must be listening. She just sent me a picture of OJ doing the guilty look.
When he admitted that he killed everybody.
Well, if I would have killed her, I would have done it this way.
Think about like if like basketball, let's say out in LA, if you were going by Eastern Standard Time, you'd have to be like at like the arena at like 3:30 in the afternoon to watch a game at like 4:30.
No, but they do that for the like some of the postseason stuff. Like when they have like baseball, if they happen to have one out there, like Dodgers will play at 3:05 or 4:05 our time. They're playing at 1:00 their time on like a Tuesday, and the same thing. They're not getting people.
Well, baseball's weird though.
They probably
baseball's like we don't care.
That's what I was just gonna say. It's like they
That's
don't give
true.
a fuck. They're like, no, we're playing it at this time. We're going by Eastern Standard Time.
And then no matter what, the World Series games always start at like 8:30 Eastern time, so they go until like fucking midnight, 12:30.
You know what sucks about baseball is that they haven't or that they tried to think they could price themselves like their football.
Yeah,
like to go to pro
Well,
games.
that's really stupid because the amount of games they have alone.
Well, but I mean, but otherwise, man, anybody can play baseball. It doesn't require a whole lot,
Well, it requires a ton of hand-eye coordination and shit like that.
No, but I mean, as far as kids, I just think it's easier to.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. I thought you were saying like major leaguers have it easy.
Oh yeah, because I mean, I know, if I was playing on like a major league team, and I was batting 075. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure I wouldn't make the team very long.
No.
You'd be
My
gone.
fielding was really not good.
Yeah, yeah, it would.
But
Probably,
you're right. As far as youth sports go, it's the easiest one.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's what I was getting. I mean,
Well, yeah.
Well,
When I was growing up, I mean, everybody played.
I don't want kids doing contact football until they're older. And hell, now I kind of question football at all, let's be honest, for my own kids. I'm cool with other people fucking themselves up.
well, you get permanent body damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say even if you played high school football, just high school football, not you didn't even have to go deep into college or anything. Any guy that I don't know what the word would be, people that study spines or bones, that kind of doctor.
Yeah, like the sports science.
Yeah, they can look at your spine, just one quick look, and tell you played football instantly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I believe it.
It's all the compression. They just know because there's hallmarks of the football player's spine.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about all that. I feel pretty comfortable. Other than there's obviously some, in California, Texas, Florida. There's a place in Ohio and whatnot that play real high level high school football. But otherwise, I probably wouldn't feel too bad. But yeah, once you get into especially the Big 10s and 12s and whatever the hell there is now, ACC, SEC, yeah, those kids are getting fucked up.
The super conferences.
Yeah.
You get into them.
Power 5.
Yeah, they get, or the Big 10, what it's grown. I don't even know who's in it anymore. It used to be just Midwest teams.
I mean, yeah, Nebraska's kind of far out, and Rutgers is a little far out. Maryland, it's a little bit closer, but yeah.
So
that's true.
Yeah.
I remember when Penn State joined, everybody's like, Penn State? What? It was great. It actually worked out.
And
guys were
fuck
talking
Penn
about
State.
WCW,
I will never take
you
them
know,
serious.
You guys were talking about wrestling a little while ago, talking about some of the WCW stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember La Parka?
Yeah.
Died
When did he die?
today.
The Park died.
Yeah, he injured himself in November and he never recovered, and he died from his injuries today.
Jesus.
Yeah, he apparently jumped into a out of the ring. He drove out of the ring while performing a spot against his opponent Rush. He always comes back to Rush. He missed the target and collided with the steel barricade and the concrete floor instead, and he never recovered. Spine and all kinds of other injuries.
Ouch.
56 years old.
So
Well,
I'm gonna keep it real. Part of the reason I watch wrestling is to like I'm maybe not hoping for a botch, but I want to see like either a botch or like, hey, he did that right, but like that's gotta fucking hurt.
yeah. You watch it as a smart mark. If
You don't
will.
watch it for the soap opera aspects.
You watch it to see.
Well, I like some of the soap opera, but you know that used to piss me off as a kid. People are like, "Oh, it's fake." I was like, "Man, I'm 8, but I'm pretty sure that dude just fucking jumped off fucking 20 feet, man. Like, how the fuck do you fake 20 feet, man?"
Yeah, like Mankind go falling off the Hell in the Cell. Well, he knows how to fall. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, see, there's a difference between fake and and scripted. It's scripted,
Yeah.
But
yeah, I've learned how to fall. Guess what?
Sure.
It still fucking hurts.
Yeah. It's real intricate.
They're
stunt
basically
work.
just stuntmen, yeah.
Pretty awesome, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I used to love wrestling so much, and I don't know, man. I try to make myself like it, but I can't anymore. I just don't.
Can't do it.
I got to watch the old shit. It's got to be the old. Can't watch the new.
Telling you, Mike. Tomorrow we're watching Battle Brawl. We'll get a Discord going.
A battle brawl.
Yeah, that's the pay-per-view, right?
Is it?
Yeah, it's an
Battle
old
Brawl.
WCW.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, the old, like, I remember not Hell in the Cell, War Games. I used to like that, the 2 rings.
World War III.
World War III, but I remember War Games was even, like, before that, like the 80s.
Yeah.
And then where they kind of had the low sitting cage, where if a strong guy could military press you into the cage, Dr. Death Steve.
I remember they had a. Oh man, it was really fucking old. And I remember it involved the Road Warriors, but they had like a scaffolding over the ring, but like you could tell both of the teams were scared of heights. And it was just funny to me because you had like somebody like crawling across the scaffolding. Like, fuck this.
Yeah, they were. Those were back in the day. Those scaffolding. I remember it was just the one time. It was the Road Warriors versus Midnight Express. That's the only one I ever saw. Cornette fell from it and then broke his legs.
That might be what I'm thinking of. Literally, it was like the scaffolding plank hanging over the ring.
Or?
That motherfucker.
And then there was the
Jim Cornette is so fucking. He is an enigma wrapped in a riddle.
He is, for sure. He's he's all over the place.
Yeah.
Corny.
It's like, I'm a hardcore Democrat, but I pulled a gun on Brock Lesnar.
And I don't like blacks. He's all over the map.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, depending how you look at it, that probably falls in line with Democratic policies, but I digress to politics.
Yeah, I don't know what Cornette, man, I did like his podcast because I do think he's funny though. I think he's a funny guy. He is.
His
wrestling his podcast had the best guest. Because it's like guys from like the old days, like before territory days, to like the old crusty old guys that are still alive. He'd have them on.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Did you catch the one where he was talking money?
No. Never
So
did.
yeah, he claimed, like, well, obviously like a Stone Cold or somebody like you can't come close to that fucking money when he was hot. But yeah, he was talking like, back in the territory days, but he talked about payouts, and he's like, yeah, a lot of, obviously high dudes always do better, but he said like, the mid card to, kind of upper mid card guys, like how they did better and whatnot if they wanted to. And like just nobody's would do better.
Really?
Yeah, I forget how he broke it down exactly, but like because you could go from territory to territory earning a few thousand to a few thousand a weekend basically
for like a payout. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Those guys were like crime bosses, though. They had their territories, and if you came within it, they would like try to shoot the other promoter and light the ring on fire and everything. They would get pissed off if you went to St. Louis and tried to do a show, and Harley Race would fucking beat your ass.
Well, so that I do like the aspect of back in the day that like the champion had to kind of like literally be able to handle himself. Because he might go to a territory where they'd screw him over. Yeah.
Yeah, or someone would try to shoot on him to make him look bad.
Yeah.
So he had to be able to actually know how to fight for real. Yeah. I remember that.
You ever seen real old pictures of Ric Flair?
When he was 300 pounds?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah. Like, he used to be fucking huge.
Yeah, he got real big and lifted weights and everything. Then he decided he was going to be more of a worker type.
No, he was in a plane crash and broke his back. He couldn't hold the weight.
I heard though he wanted to. He wanted to change to a worker type. I know he got into a plane crash. I know that.
Yeah, it was the same.
No, the plane crash is the big deal. His his back couldn't take it.
Yeah, the Skinner plane crash, though, that was a Artemis Pyle. He gets in a plane crash. His friends are bleeding to death. He goes to get help, and a farmer shot him. You're on the land.
Yeah.
So he's got a plane crash injury, ribs sticking out, and some old hillbilly shoots him, too.
Yeah, he was worried about Ric Flair back at the plane. He wasn't sure if he was going to make it.
To be fair, if some bloody-ass dude showed up at your house, I mean, what are you going to think?
To be fair.
Yeah. Well, I would have probably heard well, wait, there's a plane crash, and I just heard it, and then here comes a bloody.
Well, obviously, you only made it down to Kentucky, not Georgia.
Yeah,
or wherever the hell it was. I think it was Georgia, wasn't it?
I don't know where the crash itself actually took place.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
I have
now.
no idea.
I think
I think it's funny the amount of plane crashes from 70s to the 80s. Skinnerd,
there was a lot.
Hank Williams Jr.
Well, they would get on.
Reba had a plane crash.
They would get on shitty planes.
Well,
Rocky Marciano died in the 70s in a plane crash.
Roberto Clemente.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, there was a lot of stars. Man.
Left Eye Lopez.
Yeah. Oh. Well,
Aaliyah
of crashes. My energy crashes hit me right now.
Aaliyah was a helicopter.
Oh,
so
was it?
Who?
I think so.
Was it?
Wasn't Aaliyah a helicopter?
I don't know.
I've only had a way to find
one
out.
of them between her and Left Eye Lopez was like an overloaded plane.
Car crash.
If they had something, if they
Was
had
it?
like something
Was
where
it?
you could go and look things up and find out like when things happen and how they happen.
Yeah. And it was in your hand, in the palm of your hand. If it could only be that.
Oh, I was wrong. Aaliyah was the plane.
Can't you see?
That's
Somebody
kinda-
said Lee.
yeah.
Well, yeah, Left Eye Lopez was a crash.
I'm hot as hell.
Oh, was it? I don't know.
Yeah.
It was like a
They're
van
both in
crash
like
in,
Puerto Rico or something.
I don't know.
Same thing to me.
Dominican Republic and
Yeah. Well, Left Eye was crazy though.
it's crazy. She burned down Andre Rison's
Burned down
house.
Andre Rison's house. Man.
Bad Moon Horizon. Underrated
Something
wide
happened to
receiver.
our stream.
For real?
Something happened to our stream.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Are we not
Oh,
sure?
wait, there it goes. I thought
Maybe pay your
Shut us
internet,
down,
Mike.
guys. No, I thought they shut us down.
FCC's
Yeah,
outside.
We were getting out of control.
Talking about
Lon Haruchi's
Oh, the FCC has
stacking
been
at the
outside of
door.
this house before.
yeah,
The FCC won't
The
let me
FCC
be.
has been outside of this house before.
yeah, they have been here. It did happen.
Randy Weaver, David Koresh,
Man.
and Mike.
Radio Underground. We're all gonna
Radio
know.
Underground.
I've never heard of those people.
Yeah. Well, fellas, I am actually going to end the stream, but on my own, though. We're not getting shut down. Mike, thanks for coming in.
You ruined it. You could have totally been like, I don't want to end the stream and then let it cut.
Yeah, they're coming after us. But all right, Mike, we're going to end it with you, and then we're going to end the stream itself. And thanks for coming on, man.
All right. It was a good 1 year, fellas.
Peace.
Love you all.
Thank you. It has been, man. We love our fans, our legions. So, well, guys, it was the 1 year.
Yeah.
The lack of people coming on here and talking to us makes my choice to go to YouTube only really easy. I was thinking about well, if we get a bunch of people in here and they share and this and that, we'll stick this out. But now we're going to YouTube. YouTube it is from now on.
Yeah.
Because we want to get the random fans. I mean, our friends, they love us. We love them.
Yeah.
They'll love it, but they're always going to be here. We got to get new people.
I wish they were as inviting and celebrate as much as the fans in Paraguay do.
I know. Actually, that was one thing I wanted to bring up before we go. I forgot it. That was a point. We had a real high ranking in Paraguay. We were like 7th or something.
Yeah, we were 7th in Paraguay for video game podcasts.
That was amazing.
It was just for a couple days.
Yeah, and then it went away.
We've had rankings since then, United States, and we're still listed on iTunes as video games. It's never changed.
And
we were 125th.
Oh, it's amazing. I remember you shared that with
country?
me.
Yeah, for just strictly video game podcasts,
And
it was only for a day because they do all their analytics and it's day to day. So it was for a very brief period.
It was brief, but we did get out.
And it could have been a glitch. Who knows?
And yeah, we barely talk about video games now. Maybe we'll do 20 or 30 minutes if we do it at all.
I try to bring them up because they pull in people, but
They do pull in people.
I don't like them that much. I don't play them that much, I should say.
I like them, but yeah, I'm like you. We're getting older. We don't play them as often as I used to.
No.
And we're switching to the video. So from now on, this is the people that are listening on Spreaker. They're listening on their iPhone or whatever. You're listening to the podcast itself. We will be on YouTube. You can check us out there, Radio Underground, if you want to see it live Saturday here in the United States. Because Brian, I want to tell you this: we have people in Australia listening. Not a ton, but few.
Wow.
I've seen some Australia on the geography thing. So, guys, good luck with the fires there.
Yeah.
I really hope that sorts itself out. That sucks real bad.
Yeah.
Do you see the view of it, they had the
From
map
space?
of how much fire they got? It's fucking insane.
Yep, it's crazy.
It doesn't. It looks like something from Lord of the Rings,
But-
Sauron's just fucking tearing it up.
Just get wet somehow.
Yeah,
Well-
we need you guys wet.
We need you wet.
We need Australia wet. Pray for it. And last thing before I go, Al, thank you for coming and being part of the show, and you helped out immensely. I'm so glad you've came. It's been a big
I enjoy it, man.
energy. It's probably the most important thing that's happened because we needed a third guy. Me and Brian,
I
we tried to
enjoy
help,
it.
and we've tried to get other people, and you've showed up, and it's helped out a lot.
And it's I got nothing better to do on Saturdays. Right?
That's why we do it.
That's right. Right.
So it's a perfect
It just
fit.
kind of works.
Yeah,
He's
we don't
like-
have lives. We don't drink. This is what we do.
Alan's like, I will do this every Saturday until I get my license back.
No.
Then I'm done. Then I'm out of here.
No.
No,
But yeah,
I like
no,
doing
thanks.
it. So
You've been a stabilizing force.
we're going to we're going to blow this thing up, man. We're going to make it huge.
Yep,
Huge.
it's happening.
But we're going to go to YouTube from now on until YouTube starts banning streamers. And then it'll be D-Live because D-Live's the new one.
Oh, yeah.
So either way, we're going to YouTube. We will not be on Facebook probably ever fucking again.
No, this was a failure.
And we're going to YouTube, but thanks, guys. See you guys.
Peace.
Wait, I got to do the...
We're still on the air, aren't we?
Well, I got to do the outro, remember?
Yeah.
I forgot to do Here's our outro that's totally not in time with anything we've done. There you go. Why did it stop playing? There we go. All right, we're really leaving. Seriously.
Recorded in the pits of Detroit, Michigan. Your ass is listening to Radio Underground.